what's going on. It's gone in favor of the buyer now. So if you're going to buy a new home, it is important to go and get that rate. Whatever that rate is, it's not going to be your forever rate. That's important to think about. So lock it in, get the house of your dreams, and move on. But let the people at the Lund Mortgage team do their job. All the heavy lifting from start to finish. They'll find you the best rate out there. Call 623-875-9940, 623-875-9940, or online, lundmortgage.com.
Hey guys, it's Stephen McCollum from the main event here on 1580 The Fanatic. It's WM Phoenix Open and Super Bowl week. We'll keep you up to date on the Open, players, scores, and of course, the crowd. Both Super Bowl teams are in town. The game is Sunday. Predictions, injury news, and everything leading up to Sunday afternoon. So join me, Stephen McCollum, on the main event, Monday through Friday, noon to 2 p.m. here on 1580, 99.3 FM, The Fanatic.
The Renaissance Festival is back!
Weekends now through April 2nd.
Great shopping, a giant crafts market, new shows featuring sea fairies, mermaids, and merriments, non-stop feasting, and more. The Renaissance Festival is back.
Weekends now through April 2nd. Discount tickets available at Bashas' and Food City or Arizona.renfestinfo.com. Presented by Delta Airlines, Bashas', Food City, Pepsi, Budweiser, and Guinness.
80% of youth in Arizona don't drink, smoke, or use drugs. Want to know the reason why? It's you. Kids say not disappointing their parents is one of the main reasons they choose not to drink or use drugs. Visit talknowaz.com because while you might worry you aren't getting through, you are. Keep it up and stay up to date about the latest Arizona drug trends at talknowaz.com. This message is sponsored by the Substance Abuse Coalition Leaders of Arizona.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of a new Samsung laundry set with extra large capacity, serving up a powerful yet gentle clean in just 28 minutes, making this the sound of savings on the best appliance brands. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Get up to 25% off select appliances, including Samsung. Ends March 1st. Pricing valid February 9th through March 1st, 2023. Gas Dry Extra, US only. See store online for details.
KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM.
And K240U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down.
Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's Thursday here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Keon Rose in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580. We broadcast live in the Harman Solar Studios in Scottsdale. And just to prove a point, I did clean about a 3-inch by 6-inch spot on the counter, then showed the boys the evidence.
He did. I watched him.
First word that came to your mind.
Ew.
Keon, first word that came to your mind.
Gross.
Yeah. Huh.
My stomach turned.
See, we're not here very often, but if I were here every day, maybe I'd make an effort. Just saying. Just you remember the old days, Randy?
Yes. Yeah, I do.
Oh, we kept the studio nice and clean because you never knew what celebrity might come by, so you didn't want to be embarrassed.
Right.
This year, we could be shut down by the fire department.
We could for sure be shut down by the health department.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
And we don't even serve food.
Many departments could shut us down. Many departments. Child services might come in here and be like, "Oh my God." I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, hello, everybody. Yes, we've got many things to talk about. Of course, all day long, all you've heard about is Kevin Durant this, Kevin Durant that. I'm sure we're going to let you guys have your say on this as well. But let's start the show with some other good news. It's National Pizza Day. So, of course, Randy and I went to Taco Bell.
Yes, we did.
We did not have Mexican pizza.
I should have. I should have pulled the trigger on that one.
Well, I had chalupas, you had tacos, but we all had the exact same ingredients of a Mexican pizza.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because there's only so many ingredients for anything at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
So technically, in that sense, we did a buy.
Did you see they have a chorizo meal?
What?
Yeah.
I was standing right next to you. Why did you point it out?
It was on this LED board in front of you. I thought you
Oh
would have
my
seen
God, I didn't. I was all just
like a chorizo burrito deal.
I was fixated on the ridiculous prices. And when you walked over to get your drink, I don't know if you heard me. I turned over to the lady and I'm like, hey, what's with the prices? I said, is this because the Phoenix Open? She's like, no, these are the prices every day. And I said, you know, you're Taco Bell, right? You know, you are Taco Bell.
Is that what you were doing up there?
I did. I honestly said that. She chuckled and she was like, whatever. I'm like, wow.
She don't set the prices, I guess, but yeah.
I got 2 chalupas and a taco and a drink for $12. Does that sound right to anybody?
No.
That does not sound right.
It sounds criminal.
Should be about half of that.
And then she says, well, no, these are just the prices. And I'm just, okay, guess I'm going to go better places than Taco Bell and probably spend less. So, Barrows doesn't cost that much. How much was that 2 pieces in a drink thing?
That's like $5.
Exactly.
$5.50 or something.
We've made a horrible mistake. I bet we could go to Chipotle and probably do better for $12 than we did at Taco Bell.
I don't know. Chipotle, they're pretty expensive. They're pretty proud of their stuff.
Yeah, if you just get the burrito, you might do better. But if you get a drink, then you're $15.
Is that what it is? The drink
Which
is what got us?
I don't understand that.
Drinks are expensive. I don't know why. It's like $5 for a soda.
It's like a cent for a cup. I mean, I don't know. This is not what I wanted to get into. Bitching about Taco Bell, although needs bitching.
Well, I mean, it's a bit overpriced.
But it's National Pizza Day.
Yeah.
For some reason, there's not a lot of deals out there this year. But here is something that is happening. I don't know. We should probably try this. A personal trainer in England named Ryan Mercer just finished a 30-day pizza diet. He ate pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day for an entire month, and he managed to lose 7.5 pounds.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah. He ate other stuff too, like protein bars when he needed a snack, but every meal was pizza. And he averaged about 10 slices a day, so 300 slices in 1 month. One reason he was able to lose weight was he made every pizza himself at home. And so that's going to be probably healthier than what you get at Domino's.
That's cheating.
But mainly, he just made sure he only ate about 2,000 calories a day. Well, this is just eat your 2,000 calories. I got to get our hopes up saying, "Oh, pizza, homemade, up yours." Forget it.
Yeah, what kind of pizza did he make?
Oh, probably some frou crap we would never eat.
That's what I mean.
Who needs cheese? I do, a-hole. I do.
Well, we don't know what he made.
I get cranky when somebody comes at me with healthy pizza. Hey, he says he did it to show people you don't have to sacrifice your favorite foods to lose weight, yada, yada, yada. Just go out and exercise. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Anyway, so he's trying the next thing next, the burger diet. Yeah.
I like that one too.
You can eat burgers for every meal, which is great. He'll lose weight
now,
right before his fatal heart attack.
Did he have the pizza? And did he continue a regimen of working out, exercise?
Since he's a personal trainer, I'm going to guess yes.
Yeah.
So also,
yeah, I think the exercise did the weight loss, not the pizza,
not the pizza pie.
Yeah.
Sorry,
but it's National Pizza Day, and if you wanted to just take the first part of the story, don't tell them the stuff we said. You can maybe try to tell your wife or somebody, oh, there's a pizza diet. You're gonna lose 7.5 pounds. Watch me, and then you just eat a bunch of pizza.
I want to tell you guys, I'm sorry. I forgot a couple of things today. I forgot my computer one, and I forgot the piece of brisket that I had saved for you guys. It's in my refrigerator.
Oh, damn!
Right now,
it's a lot of things that are forgivable.
I know.
Not sure that's one of them.
And you brought up the pizza and all that, and then you said hamburgers. And I was like hamburgers, and I did hamburgers this past weekend. Same girl I did the thing, the giant hunk of meat.
Yeah.
What do you call it again?
I don't know. We will never see it.
Brisket
for us. It's just
brisket.
Just a lot of sadness for us now. I'm trying to start the show on a happy point. You didn't even have to tell us. I hadn't been thinking about it.
This was the point end too. This was the fat end, not the flat end.
All right. Well, you owe us. Yeah, you maybe invite us to your house to eat the actual.
You guys are always welcome.
Brisket. Well, no, we're not going to just show up unannounced. You got to invite us.
You got to give me about 12 hours lead time so I could cook the brisket.
All right. Well, I don't mind sitting there drinking with you as you cook it. I'm just saying.
Good point.
Back to the good news. Last night, Grand Canyon University beat rival New Mexico State. Let me ask you a question, Keon. Now, they see Grand Canyon as a rival. Does Grand Canyon see them as a rival?
Yes.
Okay, so it is a rivalry because for as long as New Mexico State has been chitter chattering and talking all kinds of BS, I've yet to see them beat GCU.
Well, the last couple of years they've been
Have
leaning
they?
on wins against GCU.
Oh, yeah.
So what happened was at one point New Mexico State was much better than GCU.
Mhm.
And then GCU started building the program. Hire Bryce Drew, they got better and better and better. And then they got to the point where they were kind of even. And then New Mexico State still didn't want to admit there was a rivalry, but they've gotten their asses kicked so many times at this point.
Mhm.
They have acknowledged it as a rivalry, which is good because actually they're on their way out of the Western Athletic Conference. They're going to Conference USA. So
Is
a
that
nice
move up or down?
Or lateral.
Slightly
Is
up.
this the last game GCU has against New Mexico State then?
Yeah, for a long time. So a nice ass kicking to say
Good.
goodbye.
Oh, good way to end this thing.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
So wait, but the USA is lateral, or you say it's up, down? What is it?
It's like slightly up. They're like they have more money as a conference.
I just don't remember seeing the New Mexico State Aggies ever even flirting with the NCAA tournament. Have you?
They've been in it a few
Oh, yeah.
times. They
Yeah.
used
Why
to,
don't
they
you
used
just
to
help me here and
the
lie
last-
and just say
I
no?
can't.
Say
though.
up these little
'Cause-
losers.
The last couple
Well,
of
because
seasons,
they are losers. They
the last
they got-
couple of seasons, they've been very good, and then this season they suck.
Yeah,
I don't
mean,
remember the seasons where they were good.
Oh boy, yeah.
I mean-
Selective memory helps
When
out.
old Coach Marjorie was there,
Mhm.
yeah. When
Yeah.
when Coach Margarine was there,
Hey, old Coach Margarine there showed up hanging out with the Suns. Did they hire him for something?
Not that I'm aware of.
Or is
but
he just hanging around with Tom Chambers like free food? Yeah, okay.
oh, I think he's hanging around. Wait, well, for Coach Margarine, it'd be the free drinks.
Well, Marley's got his own place to get his own drinks
Well, yeah.
and food. He's got Marley's over there by the Chandler Mall.
Yeah, oh, is it over there now?
Yeah, well, it's always been there.
Well, there used to be one on the west side of town, but that shut the doors. The doors shut on that one.
Hey, can you check and see if there's still a Marley's over there? I don't know now. I haven't been there in a while. Anyway, what were we talking about? Yeah, so congratulations, GCU, for putting a stamp on old Big Mouth, New Mexico State. Indeed. All right, so let's go to the text line because everybody wants to talk about the Durant thing. Heavy Metal Maniacs is up first. He says, I sure hope this trade takes us to the promised land. You see, I mentioned before that Matt Ishbia wants to spend money and win, and he's proven just that. I guess over the top there. Anyways, go Phoenix Suns, says Heavy Metal Maniacs.
Yeah, it's fantastic news, and I think well, we'll get into it later, obviously.
We're gonna get into it now.
All right, cool deal.
I mean,
it's
Ishbia. He goes out there, does one press conference, and by the way, far be it for me to say this to anyone, but holy crap, dude, decaf. And he and he's just up there rah-rah-rahing, and hey, we're family, we're gonna win together, we're gonna do things, it's gonna be a special thing. And then I was like, yay! And then he goes, and he says, I want to thank Robert Sarver. And I'm like, oh, he says, because he chose me to be the next owner. And I think he did a really nice job of trying to think what was best for the community. Oh,
Matt,
no.
There's people that you have to be nice to. I think you try to be nice to everybody if you can, but
I think
you don't
he
got to
had
be
great
nice to everybody.
intentions. I think he had great intentions, and I'm proud to be the new owner. Great intentions. Okay. You know what it was, Mr. Ishbia? Your check was going to clear. That was it. He didn't care what happened after that. He didn't care. But okay, we'll just throw that aside as whatever. Maybe it was in the contract. You guys got to say nice things about me when I'm gone.
Maybe you just don't want to ruin your relationship with another rich guy.
Here's
I
something
don't know.
nice we could say about him. Well, bye.
Bye. I would not care. But whatever. So here we go. A positive start. So he gave his little press conference yesterday, and then he got on the phone. Jones, get on this, and basically push forward this Kevin Durant deal with the Nets. And I mean, yes, I think this was great, but I'm gonna miss those kids. Gonna miss them kids, Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson.
Yeah, I think you're going to miss Mikal Bridges more than you're going to miss Cam Johnson. I mean, Cam Johnson is a good
not true.
young talent, but Mikal Bridges, there's a lot of defense that went out the door there.
Hold on a second. Cam Johnson was he was evolving and learning and changing. Sometimes he was just lights out, and you're like, oh my god, he's going to be an incredible talent. And they call them the twins, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, working together, and that was a big part of why that bench was always so good when you needed them. But yeah, I'm just gonna miss the guys. I mean, don't come at me with stats and stuff like that. Yeah, they seemed like a couple of really cool guys.
But even if you come with the stats, you are going to miss the stats too.
Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson.
Yeah, I thought Cam was making a leap this year. I thought he was really becoming something special. So I'm going to miss him too. I miss both of them. I thought Mikal Bridges as a perimeter defender one of the finest in the league, and at times, sometimes the best in the league. So I wish them all the best as they move on. But I think you get a chance to get Kevin Durant, you go out and do it.
I think it's funny. Everybody's like, oh, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, and Jay Crowder. Okay.
and my understanding is, according to what I was looking at before we went on the air, Jay Crowder didn't even get to land there in Brooklyn. He's on his way to Milwaukee.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad place to be.
Not a bad place for him to land in particular.
Makes sense for him.
And so I think that he's going to be happy with his destination.
We didn't have any ill will towards him, did we? Did we have a
No.
reason to be grumpy at him? It was just business. It was just business.
Well, yes and no. Some of the articles I read, it was he was a bit of a whiner.
Yeah, but I don't know. He wanted more playing time. That wanted to start. Monty was just like, look, that's not what this team is going to be. And then obviously once the injuries happened, he stuck by his guns that he was not coming back, and so that kind of left them in the lurch. That I don't like too much.
Yeah, that was not cool.
But overall, his time here, I liked Jay Crowder, and I think that he could be a really solid.
He was
piece.
streaky. He
Very
was
streaky, but his defense was always good. Was always there.
Yeah, that was the thing. Whenever he'd start bricking away, I'd be like, why is he still on the floor? Monty really lets guys shoot through slumps, sometimes way too much. Also, say goodbye to Dario Saric. He has been traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder there for Darius Baisley. Baisley. Wait,
are you done?
Baisley?
Baisley, yeah.
That's the first thing I said. And you told me I was wrong when we were off air.
No, I didn't say
I said
that at all.
Baisley, and you're like,
Oh
Basley.
my
That's not what happened.
He said Basley, and I'm like,
Okay.
Baisley.
Of course I did.
And I walked off. I got some water, came back. You and
Yeah.
Keon were yelling around. I didn't know
Yeah.
what was going on.
Mhm.
Baisley.
Yeah.
Baisley.
Mhm.
Baisley.
Oh yeah.
Baisley.
Baisley. Yeah.
Tell me about Darius Baisley.
Yeah, he was a good young piece for the Thunder. Definitely a bench guy.
When he's a good young piece.
Bad day for me not to have the soundboard. It's
Sorry.
a bad day for me not to have the soundboard.
Sorry. What was that? Good young piece?
I don't understand what the joke is
Bow,
there.
chicka, bow, wow.
What does that even mean?
Just don't ever introduce your girlfriend as, hey, there's my nice young piece.
Well, obviously you wouldn't do that. I'm talking about a piece as in puzzle piece.
Uh-huh.
You're puzzled?
No.
Puzzles us a bit.
Oh my God.
Will you
Look,
tell us about Baisley
well,
already?
I'm trying to,
I'm
but I
trying
don't
to
know. I
hear
just
you.
Speak up, man.
Fine,
Speak up.
louder.
So he's a talented young player in terms of his 3-point shooting ability, his defense, but he was a bench guy, still pretty young, 22 years old. So there's a lot to develop there. So in the event that you're like, okay, we gave up Mikal Bridges, gave up Cam Johnson, where is the youth going to come from?
Where's the defense coming from?
Darius Baisley. Kevin Durant plays some. I think they'll be fine defensively. Torrey Craig's going to probably be in that starting lineup. So there's going to be defense played there. I don't think the defense is going to suddenly become an issue.
A lot
for
of
the
people
Suns.
are assuming TJ Warren's going to be in the starting lineup. Is that so? That's probably not going to happen.
It's a Torrey Craig, TJ Warren. How do you feel kind of thing? Both of those guys play really good defense. One of those guys is going to be a valuable part of the bench. One of those guys is going to be a valuable starter. They're close enough talent wise. I think that there is a conversation to be had. And maybe
Monty
Monty's-
might be like let's take turns.
He might experiment a little
He
bit
might.
just to see which lineup is the best and most effective lineup. So yeah, I do think TJ Warren's got a shot to be it. But as of this exact moment, the last thing I saw was Torrey Craig.
Hook'em Hottie says the Suns traded away my drinking buddy Dario Saric. True story. I'd send pictures, but I know you can't get them. Well, you could try. Sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't. But it's not like we don't believe you. I mean, do we believe her?
I mean, it's pretty damn cool.
Picture it didn't happen.
All right, Pixar didn't happen. Yep, Randy's right. Randy's right.
Try.
Oaktown Destroyer says, good afternoon, guys. I received this the other day and meant to send you all a thank you for allowing me to play. Looking forward to kicking some butt in the Premier League. Randy, how about some Honey Jack all around? And there it is a picture of him with his check from playing in the Daily Blender Fantasy Football League.
Congratulations. And I hope you had fun this year. We'll do it again.
I'm trying to see which one. I can't. Trying to see how big was your check. I can't see it. Hey, which one? Which one was that one? Were you one of the $100 ones, or did you win? Oaktown Destroyer. Was he with Early?
No, I don't think so.
I forget so fast. Well, congratulations, pal. And yeah, that's great to see you get that. Average Joe says, love getting KD, but the worst part about the trade is the Nets got 5 second-round picks for Jay, yet no one wanted him when he was on the Suns.
Well, the Nets got 4 first-round picks and a pick swap in 28 was the deal that I saw. Has it changed? Because I didn't see 5 picks go that way, except the pick swap. I guess that's where you would get 5.
I think he was talking about in the turnaround of the Jay Crowder trade to the Bucks. I don't know.
Okay,
I didn't see how many picks the Bucks ended up sending for him.
Well, I mean, we gave up a second-round pick to bring in Darius Baisley. So we're moving some picks, but we're bringing in some bodies. And I mean, I like the KD move. I will say, okay, yeah, there's a lot to be said about KD being older. But I think he's right at the top of his game. And I mean, what are you going to do? You're going in against some of these teams. Who are you going to guard, Booker or KD? You're going to have to figure. You're going to have to pick one.
It's going to have defensive nightmares.
You're going to have to figure out no more double teaming just Booker. Now you have a preeminent scoring champion that's coming down the court after you. And by the way, he's 7 feet tall.
This is a crazy starting lineup right now.
It really is. I actually was looking at it.
This is what we accuse the Lakers of trying to do.
Well,
and there's the cautionary tale, huh? There's the cautionary tale.
I don't know. Like, what? I don't know if we're doing what we accuse the Lakers are trying to do. The Lakers trying to basically put together a super team, but the Suns traded for a superstar who was available. Everybody does that. That's not a Laker thing. That's an NBA thing.
And he's a guy that wanted to come to Phoenix because of his connection with Monty. He wanted to come here. It was number 1 on his list.
When he asked for the trade last summer, the Suns were the top of the list for him.
And a lot of things here are legal that he likes to.
Maybe.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll get everybody's voice heard here on the text line. Steeler Mike and Big George. Oh, the Suns bots are going crazy, by the way. Those fake phone, they send these texts, and I can tell it's not a real text when they say dumb stuff. Like obviously you're a Suns bot. Suns are the biggest trade acquiring Arizona. Rejoice. I know you're a Suns bot. I know you're, and I name them all Suns bot on here because they never text about anything else. Whoever you are at the Phoenix Suns, listen, we're going to talk about your team. Just stop with the phony text coming in. Suns about to smash every team in their way to get. Shut up. I'm not reading your damn text anymore, Suns bots. I'm going to do the real Fourth Dimension text when we come back. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's action update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. The best way to start betting smarter is to sign up for a free VSiN subscription at vsin.com/subscribe. That's vsin.com/subscribe.
NBA tonight, the Portland Trailblazers are home to take on the Golden State Warriors. Portland, the 2.5-point favorite, -135. Golden State +115. The over-under 235. While the Utah Jazz will be home in Salt Lake City taking on Minnesota. Utah 5.5-point home favorite, -197. Minnesota +172. Over-under at 236. The Miami Heat are a 7-point home favorite over the Indiana Pacers. Indiana +220. Miami -260. The over-under 223.5. Toronto an 11-point home favorite against San Antonio. Raptors -550. Spurs +4. I'm Tony Desiri with your VSiN action update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Upside, the free app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back just for buying the gas I was going to buy anyway.
But is it a hassle to use?
No, it's super fast and easy, and I can cash out whenever I want.
That's a total no-brainer. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code HEAT for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's promo code HEAT. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code HEAT for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code HEAT.
GCU men's basketball is back on the Fanatic. Listen along with Lopes insider Paul Coro and the voice of the Lopes, Michael Potter, for every moment of exciting Lopes action.
It's a Saturday night showdown as GCU is in Seattle to take on Seattle U. Tip time is 8 p.m.
Listen all season long as the Lopes make their way through the WAC and try to punch their ticket into the madness of March. It's GCU Lopes basketball, only on 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic.
Oh, well, microphone's live and Told was pointing at us. Oh, I didn't see it either. I'm sorry.
Of course, because you're never paying attention.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm not there.
Speaking of Suns, by the way, there's a big game in town this weekend, Super Bowl 57. And that is a game that everybody is going to be talking about as well, Jeffco. And it's one of the largest betting days of the entire year in this country. $16 billion. Isn't that what you told me, Kian? $16 billion.
Billion.
And so football fans from all over are here in the Valley. You don't think so? Just try to drive around and get near Old Town Scottsdale. Try to get near the stadium in the West Valley. There is license plates from all over. And football fans, FanDuel has the perfect way for everyone to get in on Super Bowl 57 action with a no-sweat same-game parlay. That means everyone gets bonus bets back if your Super Bowl same-game parlay doesn't hit. Now, here's how it works. You pick out some bets that you want to put some money down on. Let's say it's Patrick Mahomes. He goes over 300 yards. It's Kelsey. He catches a touchdown. And then maybe you go with I don't know. You'll go over on the score, the point spread. That's on now. See, that's same game parlay. You've just built it yourself. And if you don't want to build it yourself, you don't feel confident enough. Well, FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook, has got you covered there too. There are some other pre-built same game parlays that have been made up from other people on the FanDuel app, and they're going to make that available to you so you can jump in on that. So if you feel better, I mean, either way, it's a great way for you to turn a small investment into a big payout if your same game parlay does not hit. But wait, if your same game parlay doesn't hit, well, FanDuel is going to make it good for you as well with a no sweat same game parlay. Get your bonus bets back. In other words, what you put down, you're going to get that back in bonus bets when you use my promo code Randy1580. That's for new users. Sign in to FanDuel, sign up, takes about 90 seconds. Use my promo code Randy1580 when you download the app. And
no, use my promo code Randy1580.
No, use my promo code Randy1580.
Or use Keon's promo code Randy1580.
I think you should use mine, Randy1580.
Oh, you're impossible.
I know. Either way, whether you're a veteran user or you're new to FanDuel, you're going to get bonus bets back if your same game parlay does not hit. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NFL. Remember, you must be 21 or older, present in Arizona. 3 legs, minimum $1 bet required. Refund issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Max bonus $5 unless otherwise specified. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342, Jeffco.
Thank you, Randy. Hook'em Hani did send in a picture of her and Dario Saric at a cigar bar, and she says, yes, I'm really short, and she's even on her tippy toes right there. Well, it's not so much that you're short.
He's tall.
He's kind of tall. I mean, he's got to be at least 5'10", 5'11", right? To be in the NBA.
He's probably maybe 5'12".
Yeah, 5'12" tops.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes, let's get back to the text line and then we can I don't know what the hell we're gonna do. Big George says restaurants make a lot of their money on drinks, especially soft drinks. It costs practically nothing for them to get the soda or the tea, and that's why they charge so much for the drinks. Profit on the food itself is minimal. Drinks is where the real profit's at.
But at Taco Bell, George, really?
They make their money off the cup. Really. Steeler Mike says, good afternoon, fellas. I think what they gave up for KD, a potential cancer in the locker room, was way too much. Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, unprotected first-round draft picks in 23, 25, 27, 29, and first-round swap rights in 28. If they don't win it this year, if they don't win it all this year, They have so overmortgaged the future. I fear they will never win in my lifetime. And I'm only 52, he says.
Well, I can appreciate that. But first of all, let me address this. I've never heard KD being a cancer in the locker room. Have you guys heard that?
He was a little bit of he was a pill there at the end with the Warriors. And he was a pill when he went in there and tried to tell the Nets how to run their business.
Was he a pill at the end with the Warriors? He got into it with Draymond Green, who he's the pill. If you ask me,
he's a sweet young boy.
Oh yeah,
You
Draymond Green,
don't-
so sweet. He knocked his teammate unconscious.
You
in
don't
a-
even believe that.
on a sucker punch. So anyway,
They were arguing over the Lord
the whole
and who loved him more.
the point is, if you get into an argument with Draymond Green, that doesn't make you a locker room cancer, and it doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a person who is sharing space with Draymond Green.
Well, and he's just uber competitive.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So the thing with the Nets was kind of funny.
Yeah,
it's like who the hell you think you are, kid?
But part of it is when they pitched their team to him when he signed, they pitched it as a business partnership. So you don't get to act strange about it when the guy treats it as okay. I want to dissolve this partnership.
And
If
don't
you
get me
pitch it
wrong,
that
I've seen interviews with him, and he seems super smart, very chill guy. And sometimes a super smart, very chill guy can also get into their own head and get in their own way a little bit with some of the things they're going to do. But you know what? I'll be honest. Yeah, it seems like he's had some difficulties, and that's why I said pill. I didn't mean a hole.
Right.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean he was even wrong. How do we know? All I know is there is a potential for him to get into some issues here with the Phoenix Suns. But I mean, I don't know why we need to assume it will happen. Does it happen everywhere he's been?
Look,
did it happen in OKC? Did it happen?
No, I mean, like him and Russ, they weren't the best of friends. But they got along. They played well together. But a lot of people noted, after games, Russ would go one way, KD would go his way, and they'd come back together on game day, which is fine. But
these guys are all they're ultra competitive, and they're they don't have to be buddies to be great teammates.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
it helps, but they don't have to be.
Yeah, I mean, but I think he's going to come in here because he likes Monty. He likes Monty. He has a connection since the Oklahoma Thunder. He has that connection with Monty, and I think he's going to be happy here. Happy KD means productive KD, means a guy that's going to help this team win. And let me ask this question. So many people are so negative on this. He hasn't even played a game yet with us. Why don't we wait and see what happens?
When will he play a game with us?
It's going to be a little while. He is currently injured, but he's close to coming back from the injury. So I think
I see that smirk on Jeffrey's face.
I don't know what that means either. I'm learning a lot of new things today. But I think that when it comes to what Kevin Durant can do for this team, yeah, I do agree with the texter. They've got to win a championship this year. Well, that's what you're essentially saying is we're mortgaging the future that is always uncertain. You don't know how long championship windows stay open. You don't know how long you'll be competitive for a shot this year.
The only piece of this puzzle that will fall off will be Chris Paul. Outside of that, every single one of these players does have more than a couple of years left, I think. Steeler Mike says, well, I did say potential. We don't know the whole story about his issues. That's true. We won't know because we weren't there. Fish Tank says, Donnie. It was funny. Donnie sends me this direct message today in my Twitter of Jack Nicholson just knocking over a bunch of stuff off of a counter. And no, he didn't any words. And I said, is that because you're just mad that KD went to the Suns? He's like, yeah.
Donnie.
He is so hateful towards sports here. That finally we get a good thing. That shows you where he sees that this is a very good thing for your Phoenix Suns. Blissful Hayes says, Cam and Mikal gone too soon. I know, Blissful Hayes. We will miss them horribly, I think. Cam Johnson is the man, says Baker Skokie Hens. Bridges, so great. Guys can score 30, shut down defender. He says, my ass. Inconsistent and good at best. Nowhere near elite. But that's very confusing, Baker Skokie Hens. 1 minute I thought you were saying good things, and then you were saying not so good things.
Good things about Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges?
Yeah.
Oh.
So basically he's saying Cam Johnson's the man. He scores over 40. Bridges is not so great, or is so great. I'm confused by your text. 1 minute you're saying good things and bad things. Make up your mind. Who are you talking about? Shut down defender my ass, he says. Which one is he talking about?
Mikal Bridges.
Mikal Bridges. Well, he is on the perimeter. He struggled guarding Luka. Lots of people struggle guarding Luka, and Luka's bigger than him. So just for him guarding Luka, that just was a weird.
Okay, I'm going to read the text again. And you tell me if it's confusing.
It is confusing, but
Cam Johnson is the man. Bridges is so great, guys. Score 30 on him nightly. Oh, he's so great that other guys score 30 on him nightly. Cam Thomas. Who's Cam Thomas? Cam Thomas scores over 40.
Cam Thomas is a player in the league. He just never played for the Suns.
Did he play against us? No. Oh.
Cam Johnson, perhaps.
Shut down defender my ass. Inconsistent. Good at best. Nowhere near elite. So I think he's still talking about Bridges.
Okay, well, I mean, guy was all defense second team last year. So you tell that to the people who watch basketball and make those decisions. I see a guy who's a fantastic defender. People score 30 on him nightly. I have not seen this. I watched a lot of Suns basketball since I moved here. I've not seen that.
Look,
it was the day before you got
here.
Okay. See,
if things go right and KD comes in here and this team gets hot and they gel together right away, which I would anticipate they will. Booker is a wonderful professional. It's not his first year in the league. He's not a rookie. CP3, he's been around. KD's going to come in here with an open mind, and he's going to work together with a team that obviously he knows about because he's been watching them, right? He knows what the team can do.
I've watched interviews where he's talked about Devin Booker. He's got good things to say about that.
You got a head coach that that KD likes. So let's say this team, let's say they just get hot and they just roll through the playoffs and they win a championship. Do you think you're going to hear a bunch of negativism about KD coming to the Valley? No.
All I know is it takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight.
Yeah, that's true. That's right.
Wise words.
That's what I thought. That's why I wrote them.
I think you didn't.
I just did.
I don't think.
Shut up.
No.
Kiss the Cook says, nice young piece. Keon, my impression of you has changed.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
It's like I'm trying to talk sports and then
doesn't sound like it.
How long you been here again?
I don't know what is wrong with the thing that I said. I don't know. And
nothing is wrong with what you said.
Okay.
Well, a lot is right with what you said.
I still don't understand your reactions.
Really right.
None of you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Rough Rob says you pay $4 billion for a team. You need the star power to make that money back hand over fist. And I imagine when's the last time it wasn't a sellout crowd in the arena? Does this mean more TV rights because they're going to show more of our games now? Does that mean more jersey sales?
Well, jersey sales definitely spike up.
Yeah.
Fifth letter says if Monty can get this group to play at least 2 quarters of solid defense, third and fourth quarters, this team can be back in the finals in no time.
Well, I don't know that this is a defensive-minded team. I mean, they're not. It's not like they're the Pistons of the 80s. They're going to rough you up when you come down there, and they're going to shut you down. I think that this team is a team that's going to outshoot you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, like Keon mentioned earlier, and that was actually the first thing I thought last night when my wife woke me up and she's like, "Do you know they just got Kevin Durant?" I'm like, "What?" How do you defend this? How do you defend this?
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah, at any time, somebody with the ball is going to hurt you. Anytime. And if you try to double, like you said, Booker, look, there's DeAndre Ayton under the basket. Oh, wait, you go over there after Kevin Durant, the praying mantis. Oh, now you got this other guy over here. It's going to be a nightmare.
I mean, when Devin Booker was healthy and out there, they were already killing people with the pick and roll. If you add Kevin Durant, I don't even know who you go to, because if you leave Chris Paul alone and try and stop Ayton going to the basket, that's a problem because now Chris Paul's by himself shooting. If you go try and stop Ayton, did you leave Chris Paul or did you leave Booker or did you leave Durant? Like there's almost no way of doing this. And as far as the defense is concerned, if you just look at the size on this team between Ayton or Torrey Craig and or TJ Warren and Durant, that's like 3 people nearly 7 feet tall. Good luck passing in through any passing lane that's out there. Good luck.
And rebounds. Historian says, I wonder if KD comes to Arizona for the availability of certain products. Does that mean the season's going up in smoke? First off, maybe. Second, not entirely. You know, I mean, I'm sure it was one of those things, like if you like golf, You're like, I'm going to be traded where? Okay. Do they have good golf courses? All right. That helps. Hey, Kevin Durant. A lot of facilities there with weed. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, as long as you don't show up to the game baked out of your gourd,
I'm sure
you'll
he's
be
professional
okay.
enough to not do that.
I don't think he's going to show up.
No,
baked.
Kevin Durant is basketball is the most serious thing to him. Like people will make fun of him and why doesn't he brush his hair and a bunch of other stuff? It's because Kevin Durant just spends time in the gym and that's about it. Basketball is his only focus.
Yeah. So what he does in his off time, legal? Who cares?
Yeah.
Heavy Metal Maniac says, I've always believed I would never see the Suns win a championship. I've been a fan since 68, but now with the new owner spending money, it's like a brand new toy and he wants it to be successful. I already hope we're not sorry. Wait, what? I hope we are sorry. I'm really giddy. Hopeful we're going to go all the way and get that elusive title. All right. So here we are before the All-Star break. Is it too late for this season to start to think that way? Or
what way? To winning a championship?
Winning a championship this year.
We're in fifth. We're in fifth right now. I think.
Yeah.
I guess it does matter now. Remember earlier, before all this, I was like, that stuff don't matter where we are in the standings.
It definitely matters.
Not really.
It does, because if you can get home court.
Weak-ass West, and then his team wasn't really looking like
the West wasn't
right.
weak, though.
It didn't look like it was right, and then just everything seemed kind of convoluted. It's like, I don't know what the hell's wrong with this team. And so I was like, it doesn't matter. Even if we get in the play-in or we get in, I didn't see a bright future. Now it's like, we're in fifth place, right? Okay, what do we got to do? How many more games we got to go? All right, what do we got to do? So you guys think we could realistically win a title this year now that we have this piece?
We are fifth, and we're tied with the Mavericks at fifth. And we have the same. We're only 2 games behind the Kings for third. We're only 4 games behind the Grizzlies for second, and the Nuggets lead the West. Can we win the Western Conference? I don't think there's enough time for that. Can we move up?
Yeah. Question: how many games are we behind number 1?
We are 8.5 games out of first place.
It's doable.
Yeah,
that might be doable.
Yeah,
come from behind and
Nuggets are really good. Though,
that's the thing is they're not going to lose enough. They have to lose when you win,
Right.
and I don't think they're going to lose enough games because they're healthy. People have always wanted to see Nikola Jokic with a healthy team around him. Well, Jamal Murray's back, and that team looks
Let me ask you a
good.
question: are there new strains of COVID available?
I sure hope not.
And are they in Colorado?
Good Lord, man.
How you doing there?
Good Lord, man.
All right, so that strategy might not be moral, but when we come back, there's just an astounding amount more text on the text line to read, and we'll talk some more about this. And a bunch of other trades have happened that really maybe you haven't been paying attention to. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Upside, the free app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back just for buying the gas I was going to buy anyway.
But is it a hassle to use?
No, it's super fast and easy, and I can cash out whenever I want.
That's a total no-brainer. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code HEAT for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's promo code HEAT. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code HEAT for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code HEAT.
Not going to the Super Bowl? We didn't think so. You can go to the best Super Bowl party ever. It's the Players Tailgate with host Chef Bobby Flay. Hang out with over 60 active NFL players and feast from over 10 celebrity chefs you see on TV. The Players Tailgate is rated the #1 event to attend 7 years in a row on Super Bowl Sunday, and you can get discounted tickets. Just go to the Fanatic website and click the link to save $75. Get to 1580thefanatic.com for all the details and save $75.
They're going to go nuts when he hits this thing.
went in.
The People's Open is back. See the PGA Tour's best. Tee it up at the 2023 WM Phoenix Open presented by Taylor Morrison, February 6th through the 12th at TPC Scottsdale. Get full tournament information at WMPhoenixOpen.com.
That's WMPhoenix.com.
Homeowners age 62 and older, now it's time to act. This is Rob Canyon, retirement mortgage specialist and host of the Retire Right with Reverse Rob show on 1510 KFNN. Yes, listing prices are down, but home values still remain at very high levels. Don't wait to learn more about the new and improved home equity conversion mortgage. This is a safe and proven coordinated strategy in retirement, which will improve your monthly cash flow, lower your tax liabilities, and make your retirement portfolio last longer. Call me today, Reverse Rob, at 602-REVERSE, or on the web at www.reverserob.com.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of a new Samsung laundry set with extra large capacity, serving up a powerful yet gentle clean in just 28 minutes, making this the sound of savings on the best appliance brands. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. Get up to 25% off select appliances, including Samsung. Ends March 1st. Pricing valid February 9th through March 1st, 2023. Gas Dry Extra, US only. See store or online for details.
Download our free sports app and stay up with all the latest sports news, scores, highlights, and more. Or stream us live anywhere at 1580thefanatic.com. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, Arizona's home for sports.
Dave Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. I don't understand the way he's doing this. He got mad at us for not seeing the finger, you know. But then when I'm at home, he tells me in my.
Well, yeah.
Is that what you would like?
I think that we have to just do a thing where you just always give us the finger.
Even when we're not here?
Keon's face just was like, I've been wanting to do that for so long.
No.
Thank you.
Somehow I don't think that's the
next break.
No, I couldn't possibly.
He's gonna let out a guttural.
It's a trap.
It feels good.
Sounds like a trap. That's what that sounds like.
I don't know. We'll see how my mood is. Anyway, what were
I'm not falling for it. So
what were we talking about?
You were going to go to texts.
Oh, right.
Fourth
Okay.
dimension.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
Steeler Mike says, if they win, it's worth it. If they don't, it's going to be the trade that goes down as one of the worst in history. There, you know what?
I'm sorry. James Harden got swapped for Ben Simmons last year.
Yeah.
And Ben Simmons has still done nothing for the Nets. I disagree.
Well, let's look at the Suns trades in history. You know, Shaquille O'Neal, other things. I don't think anybody's ever looked at stuff like that's the worst trade in history. You could say Charles Barkley got us so close to a championship ring and then it didn't happen. Do you think that was a worst trade in history just because we didn't win the championship? I think if you see this team be a dominant team and an ass-kicking team, and even if they don't win the title this year, there's going to be some malcontents, some trolls. See that? But if this team is a level up from the team that went to the finals last time and still loses, I think we're still good, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's we all saw the window closing, you know, from what had happened before. You got Devin Booker kind of constantly dealing with this hamstring injury
because he's
off a groin
always
injury.
trying to play hero ball.
But I think that now, you know, you add Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is a top 3 player in the NBA, maybe even when he's healthy, the best one. So at that point, I don't see how this could be a bad trade. I don't. And plus, he's a good fit. Like we talked about other big names, and do they fit with what the Suns want to do? I wasn't sure, but with Durant, that feels like a natural fit with what the Suns want to do. You know, move the ball, score in the mid range, pick and roll, and you can do that with Ayton as the role guy. But because Kevin Durant is also 7 feet tall, Kevin Durant could be the role guy, and that opens up a whole bunch of crap that this team has now.
All right, we got 2 texts from Fish Tank, and I'm going to let you guess which one is probably for us and which one's probably not for us.
Okay.
With Durant, CP3 doesn't have to be the number 2 scorer. He can just go 10 points with 18 assists, and he still have a great night. This team is dangerous. Next text. Susan's a goddamn freeloader on this girl's extra gas money.
Oh, the get up side.
What?
The Get Upside commercial.
What?
Susan is always, oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks for paying for lunch. Oh, don't worry about it. I got some extra Get Upside money.
Oh, okay. We don't listen to the commercial. Well, Keon does because he has to, but we don't listen to commercials in here. So all of a sudden, Susan's a goddamn freeloader.
Susan is a goddamn freeloader,
Gee
by the
whiz.
way.
All right. Well, now I'm glad I understand what that was.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who noticed. Friggin' Susan.
We should write a letter.
Way to get a job, Susan.
A-Wings 22 says, Randy, is it being negative or realistic? This is 2023, not 2023, KD. Now I'm really confused. This is 2023, not 2023, KD.
I'm guessing that another year was supposed to go there, potentially autocorrect.
Well, no, I think, look,
it in.
I get it, Arizona sports fans. I get it. I understand what your feelings are. But let's just see how it unfolds first before we just lose our minds and be completely negative and shut off on this. I mean, let's just wait and see do you understand? We've got one of the elite players in all of the NBA.
Yeah, we got Kevin Durant
on our team now.
We got Booker, who is already elite. You got DeAndre Ayton, who's just about elite. Now you got Kevin Durant, who is elite. You got Chris Paul, who, used to be elite, but he could still do, you good.
And I don't know, people are talking about Kevin Durant like he's some kind of washed up has-been. Have you been watching the Nets this year?
Yeah, I wish
he was great.
I wish everybody would just, reserve their opinions until you see the man play football. This is not like we just drafted Kyler Murray #1 again.
Do you think that Kevin Durant's going to be upset that I call him a praying mantis?
I don't know.
I don't think
a lot
he
makes Kevin Durant mad. But as long as you don't
it's
say
a compliment,
as long as you don't say it on Twitter, I guess it's fine because he sees everything on Twitter. That's really.
I'm going to try it out.
I understand. I saw the reactions on Twitter, and there was this from one of our listeners on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, I don't mean to be that guy, but
and then they went ahead and been that guy,
and they went ahead and listed out reasonable reasons why they didn't think this was a good idea.
Sure.
And then there was another one of our listeners on the Twitterverse that was shouting profanities in excitement because
Boogie.
Well, no, I'm not going to say
Boogie
anything.
did. Boogie sure did.
I mean, it went on for like an hour. This listener was like, all it was just one phrase at a time with about 1 million exclamation points. It was like, holy, profanity. You know what I mean? And another one, and then another one. Can you effing believe that we got KD? I mean, there was this jubilant, excitement. But on the other hand, it was like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. Oh boy, here we go again.
He's not 2017 KD. It's okay because he's still averaging 29.7 points a game. I think we'll be okay.
I mean, this opens up all kinds of opportunities for us.
Just looking at it, somewhere in the middle. That's how I am with everything. Politics and sports and whatnot is okay. So now we have the pieces and I'm cautiously optimistic. That's why I was asking the questions. Are we at a point in the season where we could take first place? I know we can get in the playoffs, but can we take that over from somebody?
We're only 8.5 games out.
My point is some cautious optimism and looking at the situation. Yes, the Suns did get better. No, the bench did not. There's still some chinks in the armor a bit, but with this starting lineup, holy crap, it's going to be something. Well, I think that a lot of the arguments against, all right, noted. A lot of the arguments for, all right, noted. Let's see what happens, but I think we can do so with a lot of optimism.
I think the bench did get a little better, to be honest with you.
You lost Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson.
Yeah,
I'm struggling with that.
But we picked up T.J. Warren and
Darius Baisley.
Is that better than what we had?
I don't think it's better than what you had, but also Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, they were starters this year. They were not on your bench. Those are starters.
Well, they were starters.
They were bench before.
They were starters
this season
out of necessity, though.
Well, because Jay sat down.
Well, yeah, but he wasn't. He was going to always sit down. That's the thing. Once he decided to sit down, those guys were pressed into being your starters. They were your starters. You didn't have the bench. So nothing's changed about the bench this season. It hasn't gotten worse.
It's still a problem. It's that is the only thing that makes me nervous is if we get more than one injury. Yeah, Izzy was over there talking to Randy, and I kind of walked by and I said, hey, what's really good about this is one of our big guys, one of our starting stars, if they get injured and sit down, it's not the end of the world. We'll still probably win some games. I didn't think about what would happen if two did, because that bench is not strong enough to carry.
Well, that's okay. Look, in the playoffs, NBA rotations shrink. You're not going past like 8 guys, 9 guys in a rotation. So we're not talking about like the Suns have been, I think, a team that uses their whole bench. But now you're going from being a team that's had a deeper bench than most to like regular NBA depth. That, like, I think that we're exaggerating a little bit.
So
how
terrible
the bench is.
We'd rather have starters than star bench.
Yes. I mean, when the Warriors won with Kevin Durant,
I don't remember a person off that bench.
They didn't have one. And the reason why they did fall apart in that finals against the Raptors is once the starters got hurt, there wasn't anybody to come in and really fill once you were losing Clay and then you were losing KD. So that there is an obvious risk there, but the upside of that is, okay, our starting unit is going to crush people.
We still are. This is our bench right now. Bismack Biyombo is still on the bench.
I love Bismack Biyombo.
All right, Landry Shamet is still on the bench.
God, Shamet.
Josh Okogie still on the bench. Torrey
idea
Craig
who that is.
on the bench.
I know Torrey Craig.
Okogie's new and he's pretty damn good. I like
Ish
him.
Wainwright still on the bench. Cam Payne is still on the bench, although he's been injured.
Cam Payne can go home.
But see, Cam Payne.
But the thing with Cam Payne is when Cam Payne has to be a starter, which is filling in for Chris Paul more often than he should. Like you don't want Cam Payne to be your starting point guard, of all the time. Sort of like me and Taylor Heineke. But like as a bench player, there's nothing wrong with Cam Payne, man.
Okay. Mr. Wilbur says, joining the show a little late. Is it true we acquired KY? KY isn't a jelly. No, it's KD, Mr. Wilbur. KD. Taco Kenny says, about time the Phoenix Suns try to buy a championship. I think you gave up too much. And then he says the other thing I won't say about the Lakers. Taco Kenny, I kind of made the same thought process, but I was corrected as you were about to be corrected. It wasn't buying a championship. It was there's a free agent and went and got him. We might have paid a lot for it, maybe too much, some will say, but it's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah, I mean, you are mortgaging the future for now, but if now is a championship, who cares? Like that, this franchise doesn't have one. Let's go get the one before we start worrying about potential future championships that might happen, maybe with players we could potentially draft. Like, what are we doing?
Booger Wolf says, what's up, you baboonic plague having goofs? What did I say about the Suns getting KD? Yeah, boy. Go Suns. Best of wishes to Bridges and Cam Johnson. At least they might make the playoffs with the Nets this year. All I can say is good Suns fans. All is good Suns fans. Fifth letter says, not hating, though is a great pickup for the Suns. Yes, there's going to be scoring, but other teams will be able to score on this group as well. And
I don't think so.
But can I just give you it was the Patriot way. Back in the day, the defense would be non-existent, but the offense would just come out there and beat you down. And all that defense ever had to do was make one stop. And if they made one stop, and you could have 7 touchdowns, but they were going to have 8. And so basically with the Phoenix Suns, if they just go down there and score every single time and get one stop, they win the game.
It's crazy that you had to say that about the Patriot way. And I realized that was only true for the second era of Brady. Oh yeah, there was a second era of Brady.
Second era
in New England.
Okay.
Yeah, I see your point.
So tell me why Golden State won how many world championships? They didn't have a strong defense.
Yeah, not really.
It
was a lot of run and gun, wasn't it?
A
lot of run and gun.
Draymond Green was
their defense was the 3-pointer, because you go back 2-2-2, but they're going 3-3-3, and that was their defense.
Devin Booker shoots threes. Chris Paul
shoots threes. KD shoots threes.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, everybody, Monty has this. You know what I'm saying? I think Monty has this. I feel better.
Life just got immediately better.
We got a metric load of texts sitting here on the text line waiting to be read. So hang in there, guys. We'll let you have your say. This is probably going to be the longest we've ever gone on one topic in the history of this show. No joke. It's the Daily Blender. We're back after this here on 1580, The Fanatic.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-279-0433 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-279-0433. That's 800-279-0433. What do you have to lose? Call 800-279-0433. Again, 800-279-0433.
This is Aaron Warby, host of the Bulls and the Bears radio show, sponsored by Online Trading Academy. I am here today to make the statement that just because we're in a bear market does not mean that you have to be losing money. Just like Michael Burry and Warren Buffett, bear markets should be where real generational wealth is created, but most will follow the same broken strategy that lost them in the last bear market. We are inviting you to come to an intensive 3-day trading and investing class where we will show you the trading and investing strategies of the market wizards. This class is typically $299, but right now, for 66% off, you can join us in this class. Just call 8448-TRADER. That's 8448-872337 and tell the operator you want the $99 3-day class, or text $99 to 25029. That's $99 to 25029.
The Renaissance Festival is back!
Weekends now through April 2nd.
Great shopping, a giant crafts market. New shows featuring sea fairies, mermaids, and merriments. Non-stop feasting and more. The Renaissance Festival is back.
Weekends now through April 2nd. Discount tickets available at Bashas' and Food City or Arizona.renfestinfo.com. Presented by Delta Airlines, Bashas', Food City, Pepsi, Budweiser, and Guinness.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. What about those sounds? Those are the sounds of a new Samsung laundry set with extra large capacity, serving up a powerful yet gentle clean in just 28 minutes, making this the sound of savings on the best appliance brands. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. Get up to 25% off select appliances, including Samsung. Ends March 1st. Pricing valid February 9th through March 1st, 2023. Gas Dry Extra, US only. See store online for details.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM. And K240U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Keon Rose in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harman Solar Studios in Scottsdale. And I guess the only thing anybody wants to talk about right now is Kevin Durant going to the Phoenix Suns along with TJ Warren. Sorry.
Big news, man.
I'm trying to figure out what to do with his name. I could go did it TJ Warren. It's not the same. It's TJ Maxx.
No.
Yeah, or we could play the TJ Hooker theme song.
Maybe.
But I don't remember even what it sounded like. Do you know what it sounded like?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know what to do with him yet. I do not know. But
right.
we do know what to do with the praying mantis, Kevin Durant. I'm not going to get that started, am I? I want to get that started. I want to call him the praying mantis.
Hashtag praying mantis.
Yeah. Because he looks like to me. He's this big, lanky kind of, you know.
Well, he knows he's lanky, so.
Yeah, it's not like I'm not trying to insult him or nothing. But so that's all anybody wants to talk about is Kevin Durant. So we'll do this a little longer, but we got a bunch of football to talk about too. So, you know.
There is a football game that's happening.
Yo, wrap it up, B. All right, so Kiss the Cook says nothing wrong with expressing your feelings, Keon. And
Not at all.
then there's a bunch of emojis with butterflies or something. He says, my epiphany. If the Suns make a push for Pascal Siakam for the next year's roster, oh my gosh, you're epiphanizing Siakam.
It might not have enough assets to go get Siakam now. I think we gave him all the Nets.
Yeah, I mean,
we are
pretty sure we shot our shot. Getting KD.
Ishbia and James Jones are walking around with their pockets turned out, inside out. We're done. We're done for a while at least. Historian says, from the way you're talking, this is a smoking deal for KD. Yes, it will be a smoking deal for KD. Welcome to Arizona, pal. And let's see. Steeler Mike says this trade will be a bust if they don't win it all in at least 2 years.
I mean, that's when the window's probably got the best opportunity, but I don't think that means it'll be a bust. I think there'll be room to maneuver. Obviously, I mean, because in 2 years you're losing Chris Paul's money. So.
You know what though? I'll agree with you, Steeler Mike. This whole process right now, mortgaging the future. If you don't win it, I'm not really expecting it this year. Would be great if it happens. Keon and Randy seem to think there's a really damn good chance, and yeah, they're probably right. But I'd say within this next 2 years, it should happen. If it doesn't happen on year 3, you're like, okay, so what's going on, guys? Then I might start getting grumpy. But I mean, you got to give it a minute. And we haven't seen them play together. The chemistry might be amazing, and it might be horrific.
Yeah, that's what you've got this last third of the season to sort out.
Do you remember when we saw the Lakers team announced? We're like, oh, crap. Well, there goes all the championships. And everything, Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook and LeBron James. This is not even fair. Did not happen. So over here with this, and I get it, different guys, different egos, different skill sets, and this makes more sense. But you never know what the chemistry is going to be until they hit that floor.
I get what you're saying, but Devin Booker is kind of a quiet guy, goes about his business. He's not really flashy. Kevin Durant just kind of goes about his business, not very flashy. He's not one of those ball hogs. He's willing to work as a teammate. CP3, again, not flashy, kind of goes about his business. I don't see any real danger of this becoming some sort of an egotist, meltdown in Phoenix. I think that all these guys are veteran enough to know how to work together, how to be cohesive. It's going to be a few practices, some time on the floor at game conditions, but I think by the time playoffs roll around, and we are in right now, the playoffs, unless we just absolutely tank. If we're in the playoffs, we're going to be playing in the playoffs. I think this team will be ready to make a good run.
And to Jeffrey's point, you never know how it's all going to look until all the guys are out there together. But I just know, just from the way that I've seen them all play before, their games complement each other. So we have to actually see it, but that's what I think is going to happen.
I want to believe.
Yeah.
But as they say in the Coke commercial, I need to try it first. Stockton Slap says, Suns fans settling for moral victories. LOL. Nobody's settling for moral victory, but you're being realistic about time spans. Yes, this window, some people think 4 and 5 years. I think for the patience level of the Arizona Suns fan, a couple of years, maybe about as much grace as you're going to get on that. I just thought of something. You know how Kevin Durant, he'll get in it with people on the Twitter, and sometimes as other people, he'll have a burner account.
Well, that once he got caught with that, he just started saying everything is Kevin Durant, which is even more fun.
How do you know? He still may be burner on some things. But the question is,
he got a whole lot meaner on his account.
If he finds this show and he hears us talk, do you think he'll text in as himself? Or you think he'll say, hi, this is Kevin Durant? Or do you think he'll come up with some praying mantis or some nickname on there?
Well, because the burner account was back at that point in KD's career where he was trying to be a nice guy, wanted to be known. So he didn't say all of the things he was feeling, hence the burners. Once he got caught, main Kevin Durant account got real mean real fast. So I think Kevin Durant would probably text in as Kevin Durant.
Yeah, because if Kevin likes to tweet, Kevin likes to text. That's all I'm saying. There's a chance we may find Kevin Durant show up here. I am convinced other athletes, other professional athletes have been involved in this text line, but never said. Although Ryan Fitzpatrick could have been really him. Maybe it wasn't. It came up, gave us the finger.
I choose to believe.
I think it was him. So If Kevin Durant finds this show, starts texting in, I'm going to get curious. He'll be like, no, seriously, it's me, Kevin Durant. Or if he's going to just put something in there like, who's this on the text line? He'd be like, Russell Westbrook.
Okay, we know that's not true.
That's you, Kevin Durant, isn't it? I know. Hey, I'm just curious. When he lives here, it'd be interesting to see what happens. Maybe nothing, maybe something. Tron Slater says, I've seen the Suns since 1987. And one thing that always plays out every season, no matter what, no matter who they have, how they play, something will always happen where they fall flat. We were in the finals a couple of years ago, man.
I mean,
it'll never happen.
And people, it's funny because people in Milwaukee felt that way about the Bucks, and the Bucks won that title. So I mean, you can't say never. Like that's just they'll always fall flat. Really.
By the way, 5-minute penalty for Tron Slater for rehashing the same text he used at noon. We don't have our whistle with us, but that's a 5-minute penalty for Tron Slater.
I'll see if I can find it.
Don't do it. Copy and paste crap you said on other shows on this show. We expect more from you here. Watermelon says, hey guys, I got tickets for the Suns and 76ers in March for a team building at work thing. It was a smoking deal because the Suns were in a slump, and those tickets are going to be a bit more now that KD's there. A bit more exciting to watch, hopefully. Are you trying to sell us tickets? Are you trying to scalp work tickets? Is that what you're trying to do, Watermelon?
How much?
Yeah, seriously, how much? I was first. Baker's Cocky Hen says, you don't understand. Durant is a top 10 all-timer. Best son ever to lace them up the moment he puts on the jersey. So I wish we all had money on the Suns yesterday to win it all. Oh my God. I do.
Yeah, so do I.
At the beginning of the season, I made a huge bet on the Suns.
Yeah, I do.
You
I
did.
do too. I didn't want to.
I do remember that. You were
I didn't
talking
want to
about
say
it.
anything.
I mean,
about that.
I didn't even say this on air, but I kind of took my accounts and went all in. And then when they started playing bad, I was like, well, okay, so much for that. And I forgot about it. Yeah. Suns have got to win it this year.
It's the ultimate beating the line.
Oh my God. I got to go see what the cash out is right now. I mean, maybe it's something. Wow. Oh, I wish it was break time because I want to check.
Like 9 more minutes.
Box of Screws says, it's still a great trade. I'm sad Bridges and Cam are gone, but KD is one of the best to do it still. It's all championship or bust now. Yeah, you're right, Box of Screws. I think you're absolutely right. Joe the Show says, for a long time, though, TJ Warren was actually better than Booker while on the Suns, up till he got traded away initially.
Well, yeah, when he was in the league before.
Yeah. Booker was an amoeba at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, and TJ Warren, if my memory is working correctly, he was very disgruntled when we traded him away. He was supposed to go to some sort of an appearance with the Suns. He chose not to go, and that was when James Jones was a brand new GM, and he wanted to be traded, and he got traded, and he's been away. Now I wonder what he's thinking now. You know, new ownership group, been to the finals just 2 seasons ago. And now they have KD, and he's going to be a part of this thing. I bet he's excited to be here.
Yeah,
I bet he'll go to all the personal appearances now.
Yeah, he'll make some up just to
probably
go to more.
Hey guys, I'm hanging out at a 7-Eleven.
So Fish Tank, good question, and we did talk about this in the last hour a little bit. Real question, he says, who is the 5th starter after the 4 bigs? Yeah, we got Kevin Durant, we got Devin Booker, we have DeAndre Ayton. We're still calling Chris Paul a big guy, a big.
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
So who is it? Is it going to be TJ Warren? Is it going to be
Torrey Craig,
Campaign, or Torrey Craig? I mean, who's going to be number 5 on this?
I'm personally
Darius Baisley.
I'm personally leaning towards Torrey Craig.
Probably Torrey Craig.
He's already been here. He knows what Monty wants. He can be that gel out there on the floor. And I just think the size. You add to Ayton and Durant with that size. People are worried about the defense, and I just don't think it's as big a problem as people are making it out to be.
Fish Tank also says the options were be really good for 5 years, or be maybe the best team in basketball for at least 3. The Suns took a gamble. Arizona sports never makes this move. I love it. Get that ring.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, look, it could blow up in their faces. That's 100% a possibility. But
can I just say
one thing that the fans always say when they talk about the Diamondbacks, we talk about the Coyotes, when we talk about all these other teams, is they never make big moves. They never push all the chips in. Well, the Suns just pushed all the chips in, so I don't want to hear any complaining.
Yeah, I got one thing to say, though. One thing to say. I got to look right in the camera here and say, Matt Ishbia, behave yourself. That's all I'm going to say.
Please keep this team.
Colangelo behaved himself, and you have you uttered his name as a comparative. Matt Ishbia, behave yourself. I will not make fun of you. I will not tease you. I will not join in on anything that whatever happens. Behave yourself. Be good to the people. Be good to the people.
Yeah.
Don't drink and drive.
True.
Don't end up, with a needle in your arm in a bathtub filled with hookers.
If you drink and drive, we have to make fun of you. It's actually
just
obligation.
Behave yourself, because you've already proven yourself 100 times the owner of anybody we've had here in a while. Behave yourself. Please don't let us down.
Somebody on Twitter commented, they tweeted out after this trade happened, in less than 48 hours, Matt Ishbia has been the best owner in Arizona sports history.
So by a significant margin.
In only 48 hours.
Every time, though, somebody comes along and I'm like, hey, I like this player, or I like this guy. You're like, yay. And then something happens and you're like, oh, come on, just give us this one. Matt Ishbia, please behave yourself. You're going to make so much money.
Start fresh, start good, be strong.
Be as advertised, please. Because damn, you've started off in the best of ways.
Oh, yeah.
Cowboy Sparky says, yay, KY. Okay. Booger Wolf says, Suns got Durantula. Championship time, baby. Aiton's going to feast in the post. Durantula, that's pretty good. Durantula.
Yeah, that was an early nickname of his. Yeah. He never liked it, but it did almost stick.
I ain't going to call him that then, because I'm trying to get Praying Mantis to work. Heavy Metal Maniac says billions. He's worth billions, and he wants to spend it on his new toy. We've never had a billionaire owner before. Billions, my man. Billions.
Yeah. I hope this is going to be a great fun ride.
Please. Hey, SEC, don't investigate this guy for a while. Could you just give us this?
and not the sports conference either. Securities.
Yeah, sorry. Securities exchange. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Not college.
Not Alabama, LSU, and the rest of those.
Alabama, you go ahead and investigate. I don't think you figure anything out. But Quiet Cannon says the Suns gave up 2 solid up-and-coming young starters for Kevin Durant. And keep in mind, he has missed 126 games out of a possible 256 games in his total career. Not a good trade. You'll see.
Worth the risk, because 2 up-and-coming stars. Listen, I'll tell you a story, because I'm a Wizards fan, and I know one place more than anybody else, and that is basketball effing limbo. Have 2 up-and-coming stars and nothing else on your team. Who knows that those guys make it to superstardom? And if they don't, you have a very average team that, yay, we make it to the second round of the playoffs all the time. And we never go further than that. We don't go to conference title games. We definitely don't win those. And we don't win championships. You take the chance if you have a dude that can get you to a championship.
Hook'em Hottie says, is it strange? I'm drunk from the open and you guys are making more sense to me today.
No, it's definitely the drunk. That's not strange at all.
It helps. It's Patrick says, thankfully, we're talking about the Phoenix Suns. No more Cardinals. No more Kyler Murray talk. Oh, it's coming.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just going to be a few months. You get a few months off from Kyler Murray, but it's coming. Mr. Pringle says Kevin Durant will enjoy watching NBA basketball games a whole lot more in Phoenix because it's warmer there. Basically, he's insinuating that he'll be watching a lot of basketball from the bench because he's trying to say he's street clothes.
I mean, he does get injured a decent amount because he's 7 feet tall, and you're that tall and you get lower leg injuries. Stuff does happen. But he's no Anthony Davis. I'm sorry. You're not going to sell. He's not Zion. You're not going to sell me on that.
Pinocchio says, who's Kevin Durant rooting for in the Super Bowl? He said that's a cheap segue to get us out of the basketball talk.
Nice try.
Because we don't know. So yeah.
Kevin Durant is a Commanders fan, so probably not the Eagles. That'd be a guess.
Oh, he knew that right away, didn't he?
Well, because he's from PG County. I'm from PG County.
The hell's a PG?
Prince George's County in Maryland.
Why did you just say that? I don't know PG County.
I'm just saying we're from the same area.
Clearly, I come from R-rated county. Randy's from PG-13 county.
Oh,
Bruno Baller says, if I remember correctly, the Charles Barkley trade, it was during the offseason. So he went to camp in 92, already his son. That makes it a little different than this trade, I guess. Cards Chappie says, well, here's hoping Monty can keep all these personalities in line and maintain a positive environment in the locker room. Well, I you know what?
I feel like I trust Monty to do that about as well as any coach in basketball.
I mean, I think when you've got chill Devin Booker, chill Kevin Durant, chill DeAndre Ayton, chill, except for when he's talking to a referee, Chris Paul, I think these guys are going to be all professional about this. You know, I mean, egos can pop up anywhere, and don't act like there's no egos on Devin Booker or DeAndre Ayton or Chris Paul. But I think these guys are all sort of in the same vibe, and they're looking to do the same thing. I'm really hopeful for a good chemistry here. I really am hopeful. But I mean, I don't know. They could all hate each other.
I mean,
which could also be entertaining.
I just know that the guys that are already here work hard, and Kevin appreciates that. That was something that he did not like about James Harden when James was in Brooklyn with the Nets. James didn't want to work hard. James wanted to work mostly and party the rest of the time. And that's just not what Kevin's about. I think these Suns know that a title is something that they want. And so I think that that's going to form the gel of the team.
Bob Shwersky's on the take. He said, hey there, fellas. So this just happened here. Mrs. Shwersky asked me to stop by the local CVS there to pick up some numbing cream for bikini waxing. So didn't know there was such a thing, I guess. They did, however, have numbing spray in the intimacy department for the guys with the, duration problems, if you know what I'm saying. I thought I'd be slick and used self-checkout there. The damn thing locked up and the young lady cashier came over. Geez, Randy, could you pour me a beer? I need a cold one.
I'll give you two, man.
What the hell? You know what you do in that case? If you're doing something and it lock, you just walk away.
That's not mine.
There's another CVS 2 miles down the road.
Yeah,
Bob Shwersky. You should have just kept it. Like, I'm out.
Somebody should fix that. I don't know who stuff that is.
Blissful Hayes says Durant has missed 323 games in his NBA career, and he's old for NBA standards. Okay, hater. Okay. Screaming Eagle says, hi, guys. I've been under a rock these last days. Who did we lose to get Durant? Well, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, and Jay Crowder. Well, we didn't lose Jay Crowder. We'd already lost him anyway. So it's really about Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. So, but from what I've been told by Keon and others, including Randy White, we'll be okay. We got to take a break, and we're going to wrap up this part of the show here. We come back and move on to other things because there are other things to talk about. Phoenix Open is in full effect as we speak. And I'll even tell you right now, Nick Taylor from Canada is in first place, but they haven't even gone through, the entire field yet. There's still a lot of play to go, but doesn't set well if a Canadian is at the top of the leaderboard at the end of this day.
Canadians are tied at the top.
I know. Nick Taylor and Adam Hadwin.
Yep.
Sons of bitches. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
The new year is here. Time for a change. Start a recession-resistant new career in the high-demand IT field with My Computer Career. In just months, already in IT, build your cybersecurity skills and prep for thousands of open positions employers nationwide are desperate to fill. Attend classes live online or on campus, and financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill. Make this your year. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. That's mycomputercareer.edu.
Seems like everything is going electric these days. Electric cars, electric trucks. But what you save on gas, you pay for with that electric bill. With all these things being plugged into your house, wouldn't it be nice to save up to 85% on your monthly electric bill? Well, you can do that with zero down and no payments for 12 months. Call Harmon Solar. Harmon Solar is a family-owned, woman-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189. Or go to harmonsolar.com.
It's the big game in Glendale. America's championship. The season-long journey for Super Bowl glory is 4 quarters away, and we have you covered for all the action. You gotta love it. The Eagles versus the Chiefs. Get the latest news, injury updates, information, and analysis only from your exclusive radio home for Super Bowl 57. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
David Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Yes.
Yeah. I'm not up till 5:20.
Okay. Hefty Lefty says Ryan Fitzpatrick, man of the people. If Ishbia can behave himself this week, any other week should be a breeze, really. Das Tobe says Damian Lee.
Damian Lee.
Were we playing a trivia question?
Well, we were talking about the Suns bench, and I suppose we just didn't mention Damian Lee, who's also great.
Great. Yeah. He says, so when they don't win a chip, is this a failed trade? Again, Charles Barkley wasn't a failed trade. It just depends on what level does this team play at. It's going to be a thing where we're going to start to feel cursed, but I wouldn't say it's a failed trade just because you don't win a championship.
If you give yourself chances, I don't think you should say it's a failed trade. However, if you don't even get to a championship game, yeah, that's a failure.
See, I'm choosing not even to think about that. Let's get KD on the floor and start playing and see what happens. That's what I'm thinking about.
Sure. The Jet says, I'm tore up today. Bridges was my favorite player, and I like Cam Johnson too. I understand the need to win now, and according to Vegas, odds are much better now. But I worry about our future. We traded away a bunch of draft picks, and we let 2 young all-stars go. Now we have 2 older guys that'll be starters. Not much to look forward to on the bench either. My heart is telling me one thing, but my brain is telling me another.
Well, yeah, I hear you, especially if you were a Cam Johnson fan, if you were a Mikal Bridges fan. I understand that right now you're feeling it because it always sucks whenever you have favorite guys on a team, and especially guys that are young and look like they have bright futures, and then you've got to move them. But the NBA is the kind of sport where you just don't know what's going to happen in the future. And if you have a chance to get something in the present, and that something is a championship, to give yourself an opportunity at that, you can't let that pass.
Baker's cocky hens in all caps. You miss all the shots you don't take. Thank you, Baker's cocky hens. Mr. Wilbur says Michael Bidwell's got to be kicking himself in the ass right now because he would only pick a coach today. If he'd only pick a coach today or tomorrow, he would turn the attention of the Valley back to his team in football. I don't think he's looking for attention. I think he's looking for answers. So, and I think those answers come from one of the people who are currently coaching in the Super Bowl, or else you'd already have that answer. Joe the Show says Matt Ishbia came to Phoenix like Vince McMahon's money walk. LOL. What does that even mean? I have no idea what that means.
I don't know, that big weird swagger that he used to do when he walk in.
You should have said Matt Ishbia came in like Conor McGregor into the octagon when he do his little sway walk thing there.
Yeah.
Number 1 Rattlers fan says, serious question. Matt Ishbia will be living in Michigan. Who here in Arizona is going to be the hands-on guy?
The GM?
You know, during COVID for 2 years, I ran everything from here, from my home. So, yeah, it doesn't matter where he is. He'll probably still be quite involved.
Yeah, he'll be involved, but you don't want the owner of the team to be too involved. That is a thing that
also true.
We complain about all the time. If Matt Ishbia, wants to hang out in Michigan and let the basketball people that he employs do their job, I am totally cool with that.
He also says, he mentioned there were 13 owners in this group. That doesn't mean any of them are going to be able to walk in and make policy. So I think he will probably still have a hand on it, but eventually you got to say, okay, James Jones, all right, you got it from here, buddy. 36 days, says Rattler fan, till the Rattler season. Hamilton Porter says, who wins more games next year, Coyotes or Cardinals? Well, I think since the Coyotes play more games,
that would be my guess.
Going to go Coyotes on this one. It's nothing personal, but he also says Chris Paul is Patrick Beverly. You hate him, and he's a whiny brat until he's on your team. Then you love him. I always will hate how he, and I don't really see him do it so much these days. Is he still doing it? I don't think I see it where he's bitching out referees all anymore. I don't think he's doing that anymore. Not as much as he used to.
Yeah, I mean, from time to time. But
that's what bugged me.
I think that he has scaled back on that a little bit. Mostly because he doesn't have to as much.
Kiss the Cook says this. This what? Oh, there it is. This team could either be an e-ticket ride to the championship or a Marilyn Chambers old movie. What? Kyle G says, I'm surprised more Canadians don't win PGA majors. After all, golf club is just like a stubby little hockey stick.
I see.
It's an astute observation, Kyle G. Lost Toby says, what is the over-under on KD's injuries with the Suns? Why would you even say that?
And why would there be an over-under with that?
Lakers fan.
No,
He says,
gotcha.
Warriors with the stupidest trade of the deadline, James Wiseman for GP2. All right. Do we need to get there? Hold on here. Where's my stuff?
Yeah, I mean, potentially. But while you're looking for that, I know that a Lakers fan is not talking about the injury history of a Suns player. Anthony Davis plays for you. He plays for you.
Yeah, no, wait. I know exactly why there's a Laker fan trolling us about KD because they have AD.
And he never plays.
He wants it. The guy was just out for like 2 months and he came back and his foot's sore, so he sets out again.
Now, my history of watching the NBA playoffs, every time the playoffs roll around, Kevin Durant's ready to go. You know, barring that one season where he just destroyed his foot. Kevin Durant is ready to go in the playoffs. Anthony Davis isn't even ready to go come playoff time. I don't want to hear this from you guys. Not today.
The Jet says, I'm a realtor, so if Matt Ishbia wants a home in the Valley, I can help him. I got news for you, Jet. He ain't going to need a realtor. He's going to pay cash and out of his pocket. He'll see a nice house and go, I'll take this one. People are like, yeah, but we live here. Not anymore. You don't.
And then he'll write a check and they'll go, not anymore. We don't.
I mean, you're right. We don't live here. My God. Sorry. Let's get out of your way. Leave the stuff. Hell with it. Leave the kids. You can have them. So, all right, let's go over some of the other trades real fast that have happened. The Knicks have picked up Josh Hart and send Cam Reddish and some other people to the Portland Trailblazers. Ryan Arkadiusz-Nakano, Svi Mekalakahimanahola. I think they traded these people out because you can't pronounce their names. Cam Reddish was easy enough, but Ryan, how do you even know how to say his name, Keon? No, you don't know because you'd already said it. You'd already corrected me.
Staring blankly at the name.
Arcidiacono.
Yeah.
What the hell? When did they start bringing hockey players into the NBA? What are you
I know that the NFL makes a big deal of playing in Europe.
I'm not even making this up.
The NBA just grabs Europeans.
They're real names.
These guys play basketball now, and unfortunately,
I know Ellis Island is in New York, but damn.
This dude's got like the alphabet in his name. I don't know what to tell you about that one.
All right, I don't feel so bad because usually Keon's just like it's pronounced Archimedes.
I mean, if I know how to pronounce it, I like the hell.
Very smug about it.
I'm not smug
You're
about
very
name.
smug about
I am not smug about name pronunciation.
Awesome fart.
It's awesome for it,
See?
though. No,
See?
because you're
see,
because
smug. You see the smugness right
there was
there?
no smug. Put a fart in that guy's name, and there's no fart in his name.
Who? Awesome fart?
No,
Yeah.
that's not how you pronounce his name. There's no smugness.
That is how I pronounce his name.
Okay, well, I'm not being smug when I correct you.
I'm going to start that one up too. I'm gonna.
You've already started it. It's not.
What were we talking about anyway? So
a bunch of guys that
does it
Portland
matter?
got that they.
Does this matter?
No,
This is just a dumb small trade.
No,
Nobody cares about,
they
right?
wanted Cam Reddish. They got the other guys just to get him.
All right, so
make contracts match and all that.
The Lakers have done a few things here. They've traded Russell Westbrook to the Utah Jazz.
Surprise.
Which Russell Westbrook hates Utah, so that's just unfortunate.
D'Angelo Russell from the Timberwolves. It's a 3-team, 8-player trade. Huge mess. Lakers get Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt. The Timberwolves get Mike Conley and Nickelenn Alexander Walker. And the Jazz get Juan Toscano Anderson, Damian Jones, and there's a whole lot of stuff going on. The thing that was interesting is Malik Beasley going to play with Scottie Pippen Jr. The reason that's interesting is Scottie Pippen Jr. will remember Malik Beasley when he would see him walking out of his mom's bedroom in the morning sometimes, because Malik Beasley was dating Larsa Pippen. Yes. Your teammate was banging your mom there, Scotty.
Well, it's a good thing that Scottie Pippen Jr. is not going to crack the rotation, so we don't have to worry
Doesn't
about
matter cracking rotation. They'll see each other.
They'll see each other, but I'm saying it's not going to ruin chemistry because
I don't know,
because Scottie Pippen Jr. is not playing. Is my point.
Yeah,
he'll remember. He'll be mad, but what's he going to do from the end of the bench? Nothing.
But they're in the same atmosphere.
Yeah, and I hope with any wisdom they put their lockers way across from each other. Don't put them next to each other, please.
It's like just hi Malik. Hey Scotty. Hey, remember when I was banging your mom?
Malik Beasley's like 26. How did that even occur?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
back in 2020, even this was happening. Of course, they broke up, and of course, Larsa Pippen put this guy on blast. Here were some of the things she said. She actually was sending this message to some other gal. And here's what she said. Here's some free press for you. Let me clear up some of the misinformation. Here's the truth about Malik Beasley. Number one, when I thought about him and how he treated your child, he's not the type of man I want around my child. Any man who would deny his child and then leave his mother penniless is not a real man. Two, he cried entirely too much. Three, he's cheap. But then again, you never saw any alimony, so you already knew that. Oh, my God. And then she called him a clout chaser, and she just lit him up on the socials right there, man. But you think Scottie Pippen is going to be okay with this? And you're saying he has no choice because he's not really a great player or anything.
Yeah, I mean he's a rookie, and B, he's between the Lakers and I forget their G League team. He's between those two places frequently enough. No one is going to consult him or care what his opinion is in that locker room because Malik Beasley's a really good basketball player.
You should have traded Scottie Pippen at the same time.
I think that was
a kindness.
That would have been wise, but no, they're not doing that.
Or they're like, let's watch this.
Let them fight. Yeah.
Well, that's not where the Lakers stopped, by the way. They've also traded center Thomas Bryant to the Nuggets for Mo Bamba from the Magic. So another thing that they did there.
Yeah, no, and that's suddenly, and again, it does depend on street clothes AD actually being healthy. But this starting five that the Lakers have is like an actually quality starting five at this point.
For who?
The Lakers.
God damn it.
Yeah, I know.
And then, of course, the Warriors, as was mentioned earlier, have traded James Wiseman to get, I guess, wait a second. This is another multi-team thing or what? Here's what it is. The Warriors traded Wiseman to the Pistons, and that sends Sadiq Bey to the Hawks and Gary Payton II to from the Trailblazers back to the Warriors.
Yes.
Did that? You all follow that all right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do we give a damn about any of this? Probably not.
No.
I mean,
tell me what the Lakers did with Patrick Beverley. I want to know where he's at now.
I think Patrick Beverley's still a Laker.
Oh, I thought he got traded.
But no, the thing that's interesting there is that means the Warriors just gave up on James Wiseman. But Gary Payton II, really good defensive player. They liked him last year. He was really good. He just got hurt, if you remember, in that Grizzlies series.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one that I think I keep an eye on just for the Warriors because they are a much better defensive team when they had Gary Payton.
The Los Angeles Clippers ended up with Eric Gordon, Bones Highland, and Mason Plumlee, and they sent John Wall over to the Rockets. Now, that is an interesting thing for the Rockets, or they still suck?
The Rockets still kind of suck. I mean, they do get Frank Kaminsky. They get a little bit bigger. John Wall, they're going to waive because he actually was a Rocket last season. They hated him. He hated them. Just didn't work out.
Fifth letter says Bev is with the Magic now.
Oh. Not a bad place.
Hold on there. I didn't see that.
There it is.
Verify this.
Patrick Beverley. Orlando gets Patrick Beverley in the second rounder.
When did that happen? I don't see that in any of my pages here.
Yeah, I lost it in the shuffle of this.
Oh, wow.
Of this flow chart that CBS Sports has here.
Oh, it was Patrick Beverley to the Magic for Bamba. Okay. Yeah. What a mess. And hooray. Up yours, Patrick Beverley. Lost Toby says, yeah, they traded Wiseman for 5 second-round picks and traded those for GP2. Oh, that's right.
Gary Payton II.
Gary Payton II, yeah. The Jet says, I used to play softball with the guy that was banging my mom. course, that was my dad, but still, it was hard. That's one of the best texts I've ever seen from the chat.
I just don't know how it is when a guy is banging your mom and he's 4 years older than you.
That's a little bit different than it being.
That's a much different situation entirely. Yeah.
Hamilton Porter says, "Our Chidi Kano. He was a point guard when Bridges won the ship at Villanova." Oh, is that how I was supposed to pronounce his name? Archidi Kano.
I'm gonna forget that in 10 seconds. Like, listen, if
Archidi Kano.
You gotta play
Cheeky
significant
Canado.
minutes, or I'm not gonna remember your name.
Cheeky Tornado.
There it is.
Or you play in the city of the team that I frequently watch.
Cheeky Tornado. That's it. We've
Cheeky-
discovered a new name.
Cheeky Tornado.
And now
Oh, boy.
Steeler Mike is mad. He's
Ryan-
like, ha ha, whoever that was being Mr. Funny about the Coyotes, middle finger emoji. Coyotes win a cup before the Cards win a Super Bowl. That's for sure.
Wow. Wow.
Steeler Mike is mad. He's a Steeler fan, but a Coyote fan too.
Well, Coyotes are 17 and 28 and 6 this year so far.
Nobody said this year, man.
See, the
They've
Coyotes are
already-
going to be better next year.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
why would so if this year they've already done it, next year it's going to be more.
Big George says, "Oh, Keon, that's sweet. You actually think the Lakers are going to make the playoffs?
I
They
did-
couldn't even beat the Thunder on a day when LeBron breaks the all-time scoring record."
They didn't have any of the players they have now, Big George. I said, and I didn't say they were going to make the playoffs. My exact words were, they have an actual starting five now.
Yeah,
That-
that's George just takes something
Yeah.
and makes it into nothing. And the minute he heard
It's-
anything about the Coyotes, he says, "Fire Bill Armstrong. He stinks. Get him out of here." George,
I mean,
take it easy, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Big George is bringing the Twitter to the text line where, like,
Yeah.
if you're on Twitter, you can say, I don't really like bananas very
Come on,
much. And
George.
someone could be like, oh, so you don't like oranges either, which is not anything that you even remotely said.
Wow.
Big George, can we make the text line less like Twitter, please? Thank you.
Licky Lips Johnson says Jeffrey is delusional. About what? Which thing? Be more specific. I am probably delusional about a great many things. You have to be specific.
And now he says it.
Yeah. He says, if you guys think the Suns are doing something, is you guys got old man KD and gave away your best players. Delusional.
He's the 8th highest scorer in the league right now. He averages nearly 30 a game. Do you even watch basketball? I have the question.
Do you even lift?
Because
All I know is-
I do have to ask that question. If you're saying old man KD, it's like, okay, sure. In a couple of years, we might see a washed up KD. That's possible. But right now, he's 34 years old, which is still in his prime. What are we talking about?
I'm just glad I'm not alone in my delusion. I don't mind being delusional, but I got people in the boat with me. So thank you, Keon. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
There's no doubt that Harman Solar can save you up to 85% on your monthly electric bill. That's a fact. Bruce Jacobs here. But did you know it's possible to get solar for zero down and no payments for 12 months? You can lease, finance, or even purchase outright. They have plans that fit everybody. Harman Solar is a family-owned, woman-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harman Solar at 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189, or go to harmansolar.com.
Progressive is America's #1 motorcycle insurer, so we understand motorcycles. No, really, we have a bike translator.
Okay, this is awkward, but this bike says he'd appreciate it if you removed his skull pattern saddlebags. He feels self-conscious about them around all the other bikes. And he says you're not fooling anyone. You mostly ride with your golfing buddies. Listen, I'm just the messenger here. Oh, no, I don't want to say that. I think you made yourself clear.
Quote with Progressive and see if you could save with America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates.
Going to the golf tournament this week, but hate parking and the crowds to get in and out? Avoid it all and go first class. Valet Park at the Scottsdale Fairmont Princess with your own private entrance to the WMPO. The Princess has served as the host hotel for the WM Phoenix Open for more than 30 years. And now you can enjoy exclusive access through their private entrance located in the resort's backyard. Only $60 to self-park and $90 to valet park. To purchase parking tickets, visit ScottsdalePrincess.com. That's ScottsdalePrincess.com.
Are you ready for the biggest Sunday in sports? DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 57, has all the Super Bowl action you need. New customers can bet just $5 and get 200 in free bets instantly. Plus, all customers can get in on the Super Bowl 57 excitement with DraftKings Happy Hour Super Boosts. Check the DraftKings Sportsbook app every day between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern to see what prop bet will be boosted. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code BET1580. New customers can bet $5 on Super Bowl 57 and get 200 in free bets instantly. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code BET1580, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 57. 21 and over. Arizona only. Gambling problem? 1-800-NEXT-STEP. Bonus issued as free bets. Opt-in required for odds boost. Bet type and amount limits vary. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/football terms.
If you are an IT professional looking for an opportunity with great benefits, the freedom to creatively solve problems in a career with great growth potential and a team environment, look no further than Affinity Technology. Serving the Valley since 1992, Affinity Technology is looking for a level 1 tech to develop and deliver excellent solutions and outstanding customer service. Visit atechaz.com/jobs and get started with your future today. That's atechaz.com/jobs.
1580 The Fanatic and at 1580thefanatic.com. Your home for sports.
Today's Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. I'm trying to move on from this whole Kevin Durant thing. Everybody knows. We know.
Good luck.
Trying. Kyrie Irving, he had his first game in Dallas, 24 points, helping the Mavericks get over the Clippers, and Luka wasn't even there. Was he?
He was not playing.
Yeah.
But did you see him on the side? Did you see him on the bench? And when he was standing up most of the game, and he had this big smile on his face, like, wow, he's good.
Oh, it's all fun on the first date. You know what I mean?
And then behind Luka was Mark Cuban, and he had that we've arrived look on his face.
Yeah, that's a whole different scenario there, isn't it?
Look, if you can get Kyrie to actually focus on basketball for any significant amount of time, that is a scary two people to also have to figure out how to double team.
We shall see. Big George says Suns haters like Raven Kid and Donnie. Wait, Raven Kid? Why is Raven Kid a Suns hater?
Well, he was on a Twitter saying it was a bad trade.
There's no Baltimore basketball team, is there?
No.
Washington.
Yeah, I mean they're the area team.
But he lives in Waddell. I mean, what? All right, I don't understand that.
He just said it was a bad trade.
Oh, so he's not a Suns hater. He just said it was a bad trade.
Yeah, which if that's his opinion, that's fine.
Yeah. Anyways, he says the Suns could win the NBA title this summer and they'd still discredit them. It's okay. I'm happy with my Suns and new owner who is not a racist. Go Suns. Extend James Jones. Extend Monty Williams. They rock. Can we just take a moment though, George? I think we can all remember some Fire Monty texts from earlier in this very season.
Yeah.
I think it was last week.
Yeah.
I think Big George was trying to bury Monty a week ago.
George. Steeler Mike says, hey, can you guys give my grandson Brent a shout out before his hockey practice? No, we're not going to give Brent a shout out before his hockey practice.
Wait.
This is a serious radio show, and we don't just give shout outs to any old hockey player.
Not even people with cool names like Brent.
Hey, Brent.
No. He's a shout out, not scream.
Oh, sorry.
How old is Brent? And what's the name of his team? Because we're not going to give them a shout out either. Coming around here with it. That's you're frightening the child.
Oh,
if it's his grandson.
Well, he asked me to give a shout out.
And if you tell me your grandson is 27, you're going to get a penalty. That's all I'm going to say. Hook'em Hottie says, I saw Luka. It was a good game. March 5th. The KD Suns at the Kyrie Mavs. Circle that one up. Yeah, March 5th. All right. Hattie Lefty says, all the trades during the past few days were fun. Now I'm very interested to see how the buyout market shakes out with the true contender teams. Well, who are the true contender teams, Hefty? Reggie Jackson will probably be the most heavily recruited.
Not Mr. October.
Different Reggie.
Yeah, different Reggie
He's a
Jackson.
basketball
good,
player.
good Reggie Jackson though.
Oh yeah, he's
nice,
very
nice
good.
guy.
Yeah.
Not the Reggie Jackson who tried to kill the Queen.
No.
Okay.
No, not that Reggie Jackson.
Very different Reggie Jackson. Yeah.
I don't blame Reggie Jackson for that because I think he was brainwashed. When he tried to kill the Queen.
Wasn't he under some sort of a evil spell or something?
It was something like that. But
Yeah.
Frank Drebin took care of business.
Yeah.
Like only Frank Drebin could.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Rest in peace, Frank Drebin. Patrick says he's delusional because he's a Cardinals fan. Poor Randy. Oh, you're saying
Excuse
Randy's
me?
delusional?
What have I said that's delusional? I
0% delusional about what Randy says.
I just said wait and see.
Randy says they're winning a Super Bowl this year. I don't find that delusional at
Oh,
all.
we're talking Cardinals? Oh,
Yeah,
hell yeah. Yeah, hell yeah.
Lakey Lips Johnson says, if you think the Suns are doing something because you got old man KD, they gave away your best players, okay, but you guys gave away good role players like the Lakers did after winning their chip. Okay.
Look, I mean, there's nothing wrong with Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges, but you could say old man KD all you want. The guy's second in scoring.
He's eighth, but he's
He's eighth in scoring?
averaging 29 a game. So
Yeah, he averages 29. What
Only 29?
only 29. That's more than Devin Booker, by the way.
What did Cam Johnson
Well,
and
on
Mikal
any given night,
average?
though, Devin Booker
On
just
any
wants to,
given night. But that's
if
my
he
point.
wants to.
Devin Booker is a great scorer, and he's averaging 26 a game, by the way. So it's not like a gigantic fall off. It's just 3 points.
Fighting Wampa, it says, hey, when is Kevin Durant scheduled to come back and actually start playing again? Well, yeah, what are they giving as a prognosis for his schedule? I don't know. Words are coming out of my mouth. I'm not sure they're the right ones. Ever happened to you? You start babbling out words. You're not even sure if they're the right ones.
People ask if I'm having a stroke when that happens.
I'm having a stroke. That's how it'll come out, though, if I'm having a stroke. I won't be, I'm having it. It'll be like, you guys are very quiet.
Well, we're looking up. Early next week is what one report TNT is saying.
Early next week?
Yeah.
All right. Billy Hoyle says start Okogie for in-ball defense. I don't know what he's saying. Start Okogie for in-ball defense?
You mean on-ball defense?
He must mean on-ball.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Thundersnow says it was 2 weeks ago during the Sun slump that Big George wanted to fire Monty. Thundersnow's got a good memory for that kind of stuff. Let's see here. Big Risk says there is no way to determine if the Suns made a bad trade.
Well, that's what we're trying to say until they start playing the game.
Well, I got the thinky thing, so hold on here. I'm going to finish the rest of his text. They're trying to win a title in the next couple of seasons. They may regret trading those players and those picks, but it's too early to tell. I'm interested to see how this team gets and gels on the court because I got to tell you, they do look great on paper. Yes, Big Risk, you are very reasonable and wise in your assessment. Steeler Mike says, at AZ Ice Arcadia. Oh, okay. Oh, that's where they're playing. Okay. Oh, here's the rest of it. He's 8 years old and he plays for the Valley of the Sun Hockey Association. Oh, yeah. VOSHA. And he plays for the Titans. So, no, I will not give Brent, who plays for the Titans at Arizona Ice Arcadia, any kind of a shout out, Sealer Mike, just because you asked for it.
Are we doing this again? Because I think I got a hernia.
Doing what? Well, I said we weren't doing that.
Oh. You said shout out again.
Yeah, now Keon's giving me that look like I should have to do it. Like I'm mean for not doing it.
I mean,
Keon, it's
Keon.
a little mean.
Hey, Brent, good luck today out there playing hockey with the Valley of the Sun Hockey Association. You go, Titans. All right. Have fun over there at AZ Ice in Arcadia and be safe.
Get a snow cone after the game.
Right there, Brent wants to put a high stick right to my face because of what I just did there. Brent was just sitting there going, no, man, I was cool just hearing my name. I didn't need all this. But okay, now you've made it weird, Jeffrey. Now you've made it weird. Well, good luck today. And, don't eat any boogers or I don't know. What do you say to an 8-year-old? Right. I don't even know how to talk to an 8-year-old.
I don't know.
Don't let the ref see you check your opponent into the boards.
Keep your stick on the ice, kid. Hefty Lefty says, I really like the moves and that the Lakers made too. It by no means makes them a true contender, but they got better and they replenished draft capital. If anything, I'm just happy that Rob Pelinka did something and isn't a human skin run by 3 little kids like that State Farm commercial.
I forget which
human
State Farm.
skin.
I forget who it is in the State Farm commercial. But there's
Human skin run by 3 little kids.
But there's a State Farm commercial. Who's in the commercial? Someone's got to on the text line remind me. But they're a basketball player, and they go in the locker room and like they look around and no one's looking, and they zip off the skin, and it's just 3 kids standing on each other.
I've never seen this commercial.
That is the funniest thing I have heard.
When was this?
Recently.
I've never seen that one.
Recently.
I'm gonna have to look that up. Mr. Pink Eye says, so how many packets of hot sauce do you guys get at the Taco Bell? But none. We just ate our food and we left.
Yeah, I didn't even. I got 3 of the hot sauce because I didn't want to have that a lingering taste in my mouth from their Diablo sauce.
I get the fire sauce every time, and I ask for all of it. They don't give me all, but I start it all so they can just give me a lot because they never give me enough if I don't say anything.
Keon, at every Taco Bell, literally in the world, you can get as many as you want.
If you go in, I'm
sidebar thing.
I'm lazy. I'm a drive-through type guy, and so I have to depend on this person to give me fire sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, "How much fire sauce would you like?" And I always say, "All of your fire sauce." And then it's just an awkward silence because I'm not joking.
They might think you're robbing them. Give me all the fire sauce.
But the fire sauce is free. I just want all of it. It's just.
And they're standing in the drive-through window like
you hand it to him. No, you hand it to him.
No,
I want to go home. I just want to go home.
It's just like sometimes you got to clarify. I'm afraid what you heard was some fire sauce. What I said was all of your fire sauce.
See, that's how I am if I'm at a restaurant and I say, okay, I would like a rare steak. Yeah, please cook it rare.
You don't want it rare. You just show it the fire and pull it off.
Well, what I say to them is, but let me explain to you. You will hear rare and go back, and it comes back to me like medium rare. When I say rare, I mean actual rare, not everybody else rare.
Jeffrey wants the chef to lean over and just whisper fire at his steak.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. Jeffrey's rare is just this side of raw meat.
Just take the plate, put it out in the sun for a second, and pull it back. That's it. Rare. I ain't screwing around when I say rare, people. And how many times I got a steak and I'm just like, it's not what I asked for. It's not what I asked for. I wanted rare. And they're always afraid, well, we make it rare, he might get sick.
Okay, that's the risk.
You're going to need first aid if I don't get it rare. Big George says, I have never asked for Monty to be fired. Okay, during the break, I'm going to scroll up and find it.
It's never come up, Big George.
Thunder Snow says, Randy, you get a hernia from all the heavy lifting you've done on the show, baby.
Oh, boy. That's not true, but thank you very much.
Just carrying us.
That's not true at all.
Randy has been carrying me on his back since 1993.
Give that man a rest.
Thank you, Steeler Mike. Hefty Lefty says, Boban.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, Boban. Yeah,
Boban in the suit, says Billy Hoyle.
Yeah, it's just 3 kids standing on each other's shoulders.
Mr. Wilbur says, Keon screams out, puts fire sauce in the bag now. Everybody gets it. If I don't get the fire sauce,
everybody gets it.
Tiger Paw says, knock the horns off and throw it on the plate, huh? If I don't see blood, it's not rare enough. You're right. That's true.
If you don't hear it, it's probably not enough.
I think that's the appropriate way to order. Kiss the Cook says, great. Randy gives a shout out, pops a testicular hernia. Now he's got to go to workman's comp. The NFL Blitzer says, hey, Keon, the player from the State Farm commercial, Boban. Yes, thank you very much.
Couldn't recall what that was. Thank you.
Heavy Mail Maniac says, tell me you want the steak blue. I believe some restaurants will do that. It's an actual thing. Google it. I'm not Googling nothing. I'm not falling for that.
Steak blue?
Yeah, okay. I'm just not looking for it. Because I know if I put blue meat, something's bad.
Yeah, I mean,
some offshoot of the Blue Man Group. I don't need to see that with my eyes. I don't see that. I don't want to see that. So we have time for how much do we have time here? 2 minutes? What do we got? I don't even know what we got.
Like a minute.
All right.
And 20 seconds.
Then that's not enough time to do anything. I've got your man of the day, but for, we don't have time. So for, how about a man card violation real fast?
Okay.
Going out to Leonardo DiCaprio. He's 48 years old and he's dating this 19-year-old girl.
Okay.
That just ain't right.
Well, no, it's not right, but
that ain't right.
Why is that a violation?
I don't know. That's creepy. He's a predator. That's creepy.
Your brain does not finish developing until like you're 23, 24. 19, you're 48, man.
Leo DiCaprio's girlfriend is so young, her high school experience was interrupted by COVID.
She can't legally drink, Leo.
I mean, she's legal, but come on. You are 30 years older than her.
You have nothing in common.
But you guys you're missing the point. He's Leo DiCaprio.
The world's oldest dog is 30.
You're Leo DiCaprio, so date the sexiest 24-year-old.
Or just give her a chance to be at graduate age. I don't know. It used to be funny. Now it just feels wrong. All right, hour 3 is up next here on 1580 The Fanatic.
First, we decide where we want to go. Then we need to know the best way to get there. Hi, my name is Adam Barada. I'm the owner of Advantage Gold. We're the highest rated precious metals firm in the country. We teach people how to own physical gold and silver. Now, we've won the Best of TrustLink Award 4 years in a row because we educate our clients on how to buy gold and silver the right way. We don't pay celebrity spokespeople millions of dollars. We'd rather pass that value on to you. Call 800-900-8000 and speak with one of our experts. We'll send you a free gold kit along with my latest #1 national best-selling book, The Great Devaluation. Call 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000. Get the best information, the best process, the best service, the best value. Call Advantage Gold at 800-900-8000. Call 800-900-8000.
Advantage Gold is not an investment advisor or a tax advisor. Consult with your financial advisor before investing.
Are you ready for the biggest Sunday in sports? DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 57, has all the Super Bowl action you need. New customers can bet just $5 and get $200 in free bets instantly. Plus, all customers can get in on the Super Bowl 57 excitement with DraftKings Happy Hour Super Boosts. Check the DraftKings Sportsbook app every day between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern to see what prop bet will be boosted. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code BET1580. New customers can bet $5 on Super Bowl 57 and get $200 in free bets instantly. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code BET1580, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 57. 21 and over. Arizona only. Gambling problem? 1-800-NEXT-STEP. Bonus issued as free bets. Often required for odds boost. Bet type and amount limits vary. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/football terms.
Not going to the Super Bowl? We didn't think so. You can go to the best Super Bowl party ever. It's the Players Tailgate with host Chef Bobby Flay. Hang out with over 60 active NFL players and feast from over 10 celebrity chefs you see on TV. The Players Tailgate is rated the #1 event to attend 7 years in a row on Super Bowl Sunday, and you can get discounted tickets. Just go to the Fanatic website and click the link to save $75. Get to 1580thefanatic.com for all the details and save $75.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of a new Samsung laundry set with extra large capacity, serving up a powerful yet gentle clean in just 28 minutes, making this the sound of savings on the best appliance brands. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Get up to 25% off select appliances, including Samsung. Ends March 1st. Pricing valid February 9th through March 1st, 2023. Gas Dry Extra, US only. See store or online for details.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third
hour. All right, people, settle down because it's time.
Time for what? Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show.
Let's do it.
All right, buddy, it's 5 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Keon Rose in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, broadcasting live in the Harman Solar Studios in Scottsdale. Yeah, Ralph said he was going to be around today, and he didn't show up. I got to text him. See what the hell, man. I just now realized that. For some reason, this doesn't even feel like a Thursday. It feels like a Tuesday or Wednesday, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does feel like a Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah.
Usually my buzz from the weekend doesn't. It wears off quicker than this, so that's why it feels like a Tuesday.
Well, we did go to Taco Bell today.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
drunk food.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
yeah.
Wilbur says, I read that one. 888-368-1580. Heavy Metal Maniacs says, if you put blue steak, it gives you information about blue steak in the Google. Oh, that's right. You can't hear me squint distrustingly over the radio, can you? Hook'em Hottie says, so Leonardo DiCaprio, 48, dating a 19-year-old. Don't think he's looking at her brain, Keon, says Hook'em Hottie.
Yeah, but he should be, though. That's my problem. That's what's making it creepy is
hey, Leo, she still has that soft spot in her skull. She's so young. You know what I'm saying? She's a baby.
Yeah, it's just she I don't know, it just feels like he's taking advantage in some way. I can't explain it, but she's too young, man.
Yeah, the way I see it is, okay, so you're 48, is getting creepy. At least let them have graduated college. So they at least have had some life experiences and then can make a decision what they want to do. At 19, a 19-year-old model, she's starving herself, so she's not thinking straight. She's not got a whole lot of blood sugar going through there. I don't know. I mean, see, some people say it's not your business, but I'm also a dad. And, in a few years, my daughter will be just old enough to date Leo DiCaprio. And I won't stand for it.
So I went ahead and I've been courageous and I looked up blue steak.
Oh, dear God.
And it's a legit thing.
Oh, so I can Google it.
Yeah, you can. It is safe to Google.
Jagdog says, look up blue steak, not blue waffle.
All I did was blue steak. I didn't put anything else in there. Just blue steak.
Whatever you do, don't put waffle.
And there's pictures here. I think.
Dear God, no. Whoa.
I think these are the kind of steak that you want to ask for. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'll look it up now. Thank you, Hefty Lefty. I appreciate that. But you have to understand, it is the text line on the Daily Blender. So I have to be careful. And it was all right because, see, my computer, I can't do it. Randy's using Dale's computer. So we look up everything on that thing. We don't even care.
Yeah.
Hefty Lefty says, if I remember correctly, blue steak is internal temperature under 115 degrees. The outside is just quick seared at a very high heat, about 700 plus. Like 30 seconds per side. Good steakhouses will easily do this for you because their broiler should be running north of 900 degrees.
Yeah, it's exactly right. The internal temperature of the meat is 115 degrees. That means the meat internally is barely warm.
All right. So in that case, Heavy Metal Maniacs, I do apologize, but you have to understand my apprehension. Dropping the Soap says, I don't think Leo DiCaprio there is worrying about his girlfriend's brain development. Pretty sure other parts of her by now have developed enough.
Yeah, that is my point. Is he's not worried about her brain development, but then
Somebody
that
should
feels
be.
very predatory.
Mhm.
She's much closer mentally to a high schooler. Like that's what I'm trying to get at. And everybody going whoosh right past that is like, that is what is frustrating me. He's nearly 50.
Yeah, but here's a real question. But what if she's hot? I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
As I'm saying,
I'm just
like,
kidding.
like you said, there are plenty of young women who have had some life experience in life who are ridiculously hot, and Leo can get any one of them that he wants. He doesn't have to go for the 19-year-old.
Dropping the Soap says, I'm sure Leo's new girlfriend will still make some money when her baby teeth finally fall out. Big George says, I sent this list to Keon and Randy when you were out of town, Jeffrey. The following people need to be replaced in the Valley. Okay, so Bill Armstrong, Bobby Hurley, Ray Anderson, Torey Lavello, Mike Hazen. Everyone else is fine. I like Monty Williams with the Suns. Again, I got distracted, so I will scroll and I will find you saying Fire Monty. I will find this.
Eden Polani is Leonardo DiCaprio's 19-year-old.
Yes, that's her.
Israeli girlfriend.
Okay.
She's from Israel.
Okay.
So I don't know how she got out of dodging the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, because everybody
she probably already served
of a certain age has to be a part of the IDF.
Well, maybe she served already.
Well, if she did, then Leo better not step out of line.
Good point. Kiss the Cook says, Keon, did you go Silence of the Lambs and start yelling, put the freaking Diablo sauce in the basket when you went to the Taco Bell there?
Look, I didn't make any threats. It was the tone of my voice.
It's a little scary, I'll be honest with you. Quiet Cannon says, is it true that the grandfather of Leonardo's girlfriend was in the same graduating class as Leonardo in high school?
See,
maybe.
Grandfather, I don't know, 30-year difference. Probably not. No, probably not. Does that make sense? Maybe.
I don't know.
If you peel off 20 here,
If you're asking me for math, I cannot help you. But
I was told there'd be no math on this program.
But if he's the same age,
could be.
If it's father, it's still not great.
You know, I've never been arrested. No. Let me take you there. Let me take you there.
That we know of.
I've never been arrested, so I've always figured out. I probably got one where I get a warning or I pay a fine, something like that. I'll never do time. And so if Leonardo come around, my kid, she's 16, she's a cheerleader, she's a very pretty girl, and when she grows up to 18, 19, if he were to come around, I would beat the living mighty hell out of him. I would beat him senseless.
As you should.
And I would probably, I'd be up on charges. And I think that he would probably at that point, because, he's only 4 years younger than me, probably say, because I'm going to mess his mouth up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how he'll sound. And because that would be the correct thing to do, not press charges when I beat your ass for coming around with my 18 or 19-year-old daughter. I would beat him senseless. And if I did go to jail, I'd be a hero.
I am 32. I don't date anybody younger than 23. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't need to. There's plenty of attractive people.
10 years is a pretty good rule. You know what I'm saying? 10 years is a pretty good rule. I accidentally ended up dating a girl who was 15 years younger than me. And I didn't realize that she was younger until she told me later. Now, I was 35. She was 21. It wasn't weird. Like I was picking her up at the junior high or anything. And I immediately realized that was a mistake. And we very shortly after broke up. And I said, listen, we're just the age difference. And it's too much. So if I realize that at 35, Leo needs to realize this at 48.
Yeah,
it's a mistake unless you're just using them. And that's what he's doing. Man card violation. That was the whole point of all that.
And I agree.
Boomer Sooner says, hey, guys, just got off work. It's payday. Randy, can I get a cold beer, please? Hello, Blender Nation. And he says, go Eagles.
Well.
Keon's working the bar today. Keon, you going to pour that beer for this young man?
I'm going to leave him hanging with no beer just because he said go Eagles.
Yeah.
I know you hate the Eagles.
I know. I'll pour it. It just hit a nerve deep inside.
Well, we all know Keon is not going to be able to root for the Eagles. He may pick them if they end up being the team he thinks is going to win, but he'll never root for them. But I have a list of celebrities here, and maybe you can tell me who you think they're going to root for.
Okay.
Henry Winkler, the Fonz.
Kansas City.
City.
Of course, because he made a big deal out of meeting Patrick Mahomes, right?
I didn't even know that.
Brad. Yeah. He was just on fire to try to meet him, and somebody made it happen. And the Fonz was just all like falling all over himself. It was cute. Brad Pitt,
Eagles.
He strikes me as a Kansas City guy.
Keon, you are correct. Brad Pitt, Chiefs fan. Will Smith,
Eagles.
Oh yeah, Philadelphia, born and raised.
Right.
Rob Riggle. If you don't know who he is, you're
Rob Riggle. I'm going to say Eagles.
I'm going to say Eagles too.
You're both wrong. Chiefs.
Really?
Yeah. We all know about Bradley Cooper.
Eagles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How about Pink, the little stubby singer girl?
She's a Kansas City fan.
I'm going to also say Eagles.
Eagles is correct. Keon is just wiping the floor with you right now.
Well,
yeah.
So be it.
Jason Sudeikis.
Couldn't
pick him out of a
Eagles.
lineup.
Eagles.
I'll go Eagles again.
No, you're both wrong. Chiefs.
Really?
Kevin Hart.
Eagles.
And he did this bit. It's so funny because this is how dumb sports journalists are. They thought it was real. Kevin Hart was pretending like he bought an eagle for $16.5 million, and he made this video, and it started popping up in all the headlines. Comedian Kevin Hart bought an eagle for $16.5 million. It was a bit, man. He was just doing a bit in his yard, I don't remember what he was trying to sell, to be honest. But yes, of course, Eagles. Paul Rudd.
Chiefs.
What about Paul Rudd?
Chiefs.
You're both correct. And then Miles Teller, who played Goose's son in the Top Gun geriatric version.
I'm going to say Chiefs.
I'm going to say Chiefs too.
You're both wrong. It's the Eagles.
Really? All right.
It is the Eagles. So there you go. There was 10 celebrities. I think Keon did win that one though.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Far and away.
You win nothing though, because I have no prizes.
Of course. I didn't expect any.
0% of things to give. Jagdog says, I spent a night in jail once. Who did I share a jail cell with? Michael Pittman, Cardinals running back from the day.
Really?
Jagdog, why was he in? And come to think of it, why were you in there? So you shared a cell with Michael Pittman. What was the conversation, or was there any? We need more details, Jagdog. Hook'em Hottie says, Keon sounds like a gentleman then. Good for him. Wait, what about me?
Jeffrey was saying the same thing. We agreed. Jeffrey issued the man card violation that we were talking about.
I've been sticking up for women for ages. I was the guy in high school that would protect the drunk girls at the party so the unthinkable things wouldn't happen to them. I was a gentleman too. Dropping the Soap says, is it me or is it strange that Leo and his new girlfriend, sorry, and then my screen froze. So I'll get back to that Dropping the Soap as soon as things go back to normal. All right, listen, I know we got a lot of football to talk about, but let me give you your man of the day. Now, the first one almost was man of the day. This is pretty cool. A 9-year-old boy in Chicago. He broke the Guinness World Record when he dribbled a basketball for an hour and 20 minutes and 1 second while wearing a blindfold.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It's impressive.
And he did it for charity. He raised $2,800 for cancer research. He did it in honor of his grandfather, James Canna, who died at the age of 74 after a bout of cancer. He says, my grandpa really liked basketball, so I kind of wanted to do the record for him. And so that is exactly what he did. And he brought the record back to the United States by beating some kid in Spain. So that was, that was going to be your man of the day. And then this happened in Iowa. This dude's driving his Jeep, right? This old guy. And he's 83 years old. He's like, I'm going to go hang out with my son-in-law. We're at his fishing shack on the lake. So he's driving along in his Jeep and his car fell right through the ice. The Jeep, right through the ice.
Oh, no.
It turned out all right because the lake is like only about 4 feet deep where it was, but still it was like a crash and he was trapped in there. So here comes 17-year-old Joe Salmon, jumped right in the water and proceeded to help save this guy's life and the life of his dog Cooper, who was 6 years old, who was also trapped in there with him. So the Jeep was like nose first. So the first part of the Jeep, it was underwater. You could get hypothermia, and there was some damage to the vehicle. And some other guys came along and helped too. But it was Joe Salmon, the 17-year-old, who just jumped right in there. But a couple of other guys came around and they started throwing rope and trying to help out. But this Salmon kid, he's a wrestler, he's a football player, he's a track runner. He was ice fishing with his mom. He's like, whoa, what the heck? And so. On his way, he grabbed his phone and he dialed 911. And then the guy in the car looked like he was in shock. So, of course, he leapt in to help. He broke the back window. He pulled the dog out. And the guy was trapped between the dashboard. His leg was trapped. So he lifted that up and helped them pull him out. And so at the end, though, the old guy and his dog uninjured. And everybody was okay. An ambulance came by with some minor cuts from the glass and stuff like that. They got them all dried up and stuff. And here's the bad thing. The kid lost his shoes doing this.
Oh, man.
And so he's like, oh, that kind of stunk. Then after he lost his shoes, they tweeted this out. And the Okoboji High School track team, they started a little fundraiser to replace his Nikes. So all around,
that's nice.
Good story.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So, I mean, doing the world record is pretty cool. Saving a guy and his dog out of a freezing lake without even thinking twice, that gets you man of the day.
I agree. I mean, that's selfless in a very, very, very positive way.
But you know what I'm going to do? We didn't do a man of the day yesterday. So this kid, Henry Speedwell, the 9-year-old, he's yesterday's man of the day.
Okay.
Retroactively. So they're both good kids, men of the day.
Excellent choice, Jeffco.
I figure that's the nicest way to go.
Excellent choice.
Jagdog says, Michael Pittman, he was in for domestic abuse on his wife.
Oh,
this story is taking a turn.
It's a very dark. What were you in for?
Well, he said, I had a little too much to drink. That's why I was in. Too much to drink, just in general. What, was it DUI or was it just you were belligerently drunk?
Public intoxication. What's going on?
He looked at me and said, I'm sorry. Then he took a massive dump in the cell toilet. Hey, at least he apologized first.
Like he knew, but like when you got to go, man, you got to go.
Wow.
Man, you've done your time, whatever the case, Jack Dog. Dropping the soap says, is it me or is it strange that Leo and his new girlfriend can bump uglies, but they can't have a drink together? That's right. She's not old enough to drink, is she?
No, she is not.
And if anybody said anything about bumping uglies, gonna hurt someone. Hefty Lefty says she is seeing his brain though. Oh, stop. Blue Waffle Stick, no Megatron, bad. Big Risk said, as they said in Game of Thrones. No, I'm not reading that either, Big Risk.
It's like anything said in that show is not advice.
So let's we only got a minute here before we have to go to the break. Patrick Mahomes is boycotting Meek Mill. Did you know that?
No.
Meek Mill does a song called Dreams and Nightmares, and that's a hype up song. And Patrick Mahomes usually listens to it every time he plays a game, but he says, nope, Meek Mill is a Philly native. He's a huge Eagles fan. So this week, not using it, taking it out of the playlist.
Listen, whatever it takes to just be petty against Philadelphia the week you have to play them in a Super Bowl, go for it.
He says, I'm a big Meek Mill fan, but I'm going to have to throw that music aside for this week. Dude, just use it. Use their own guy against them, Patrick Mahomes.
I agree.
I mean, I guess it's just if you don't want the voice of a Philadelphian in your ears, I can understand that.
Yeah, but if the Philadelphian is the one who gets you hyped up and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if he's got a playlist, then I think you can go 1 week without Dreams and Nightmares. Great song though it is.
Oh man, I wouldn't change a thing. Why would you change your playlist? Last game of the season. This is the one, man.
I think that goes to show you that Patrick Mahomes is not superstitious.
All right, listen, when we come back, I swear to God, we're actually going to talk some football. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's action update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. The best way to start betting smarter is to sign up for a free VSiN subscription at vsin.com/subscribe. That's vsin.com/subscribe.
There are a number of side bets, of course, for Super Bowl 57 in Arizona coming up on Sunday, like the color of Patrick Mahomes' headband. Will it be white? Well, that's minus 400. Red plus 200, or black plus 700. Will anybody break Tom Brady's Super Bowl passing yards? If you think yes, you can get that at plus 900. Will anybody break Timmy Smith's Super Bowl rushing record? If you think yes, you can get that at plus 1,000. How about former 49ers great Jerry Rice's Super Bowl receiving record? Will that be broken? If you think yes, plus 900. I'm Tony Desiri with your VSiN Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Are you a planner? Do you like to plan ahead? Then, of course, you already have a plan to call Harman Solar, right? Bruce Jacobs here. It should be at the top of your list to get solar now and enjoy huge savings next summer. Up to 85% on your monthly bill with zero down and no payments for 12 months. Then you can plan what to do with all that extra money. Harman Solar is a family-owned, women-owned, local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harman Solar 800-281-3189 or go to harmansolar.com.
O'Reilly. Protect your engine with Syntec full synthetic motor oil at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Syntec is designed for today's engines to dissipate heat and reduce friction and wear. Get 5 quarts of Syntec full synthetic and a MicroGuard Select oil filter for just $33.99, plus 2 times O-Rewards points. Choose Syntec, available exclusively at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
If you are an IT professional looking for an opportunity with great benefits, the freedom to creatively solve problems in a career with great growth potential and a team environment, look no further than Affinity Technology. Serving the Valley since 1992, Affinity Technology is looking for a level 1 tech to develop and deliver excellent solutions and outstanding customer service. Visit atechaz.com/jobs and get started with your future today. That's atechaz.com/jobs.
Football fans, FanDuel has a perfect way for everyone to get in on Super Bowl 57 action with a no-sweat same-game parlay. That means everyone gets bonus bets back if your Super Bowl same-game parlay doesn't hit. Doesn't matter if you're new to FanDuel or already have an account. So start building your own or just bet a popular same-game parlay already made for you in America's #1 sports book. New to FanDuel. Sign up with promo code DALE1580 when you download the app. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the National Football League. You must be 21 or older and present in Arizona. 3+ legs, minimum $1 bet required. Refund issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Max bonus $5 unless otherwise specified. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342.
It's time once again for the Harman Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. First prize is $1,580 from Harman Solar. Second prize, a Zebra e-bike from Hemingway. And $500 third prize from Harman Solar. Sign up today. Go to 1580thefanatic.com. The Harman Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. From your home for the NFL in the Valley. 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic.
It's the Daily Blender as we head for 6 o'clock here on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. And Super Bowl coming up here. And this year, the only app you need at your Super Bowl party is FanDuel, which is America's #1 sportsbook. Let me tell you why. It's simple to set up, easy to use. And when you win, you get paid fast. Just download FanDuel now and use my promo code Randy1580 so you can bet the Super Bowl 57 with a no sweat first bet. You get up to $3,000 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. Let me say that again. You get up to $3,000 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. Jeff, let's say you put $20 down. Let's say you're gonna,
big roller. All right.
And let's say your bet doesn't work.
I'm unhappy.
You get $20 back in bonus bets.
I'm happy again.
And now you can take that $20 and try again.
I'm very happy now.
And also about the game, I mean, what would you bet on? I've got to go with. I was looking at a stat today. Patrick Mahomes and old Kelsey there. Kelsey has 15 postseason touchdown passes in his career so far. You got to believe he's going to get at least one. At least one.
Catches.
Touchdown catch.
He said passes. I don't think that Travis Kelsey throws the ball.
No, a touchdown
He'll
catch.
catch those passes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to believe that's going to happen.
You think so, huh?
And
you
I
would think so.
And you can, and on the FanDuel Sportsbook, you can bet just that if you want to. Or you could build a same game parlay. Let's say the Eagles are your team. And let's say you've got the Eagles to sack Patrick Mahomes twice. You take the over on that. And let's say you've got the Eagles Jalen Hurts to rushing touchdown and passing touchdown. That's a good prop bet.
It's a good prop bet.
You can make it. It's easy to do, easy to build. And when you when you win, you get your winnings instantly. Join FanDuel today with my promo code Randy1580 to claim your no sweat first bet on Super Bowl 57 and make every moment more with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NFL. Got to be 21 or older, present in Arizona. First online, real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Refund issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. Back to you, Jeff. Go.
Thank you, Randy. Lost Toby texts in, and this should be the last of it. He says, Dane Cook, I'm dating a 23-year-old. Leonardo DiCaprio, hold my beer. Leonardo DiCaprio's girlfriend, I can't. Because she's too young.
Wow.
It's just not right. All right. So your team, the Arizona Cardinals.
Yes.
My team, the Indianapolis Colts.
Yes.
Coachless.
That's true.
Nobody's coaching. There's no coaching going on. 0% coaching happening.
Why are you worried about this?
It's the off season. I know that.
Are you worried that the longer it takes
They'll
to hire a
forget.
coach?
What if they forget?
I don't.
They're
Just
like,
simply forget to hire.
I
"Oh,
mean-
they start the season. It is the Cardinals. It is the Colts.
We are talking about Irsay here, are we not?
So he's like, all right, here. Oh boy, first day of the new season. Oh,
I knew I
Kevin!
forgot something.
So Cardinals again are saying the same thing that the Colts are saying. They don't plan to hire a head coach until after the Super Bowl. So Kafka is the guy you were looking at. Well, he's with the Giants. I'm a number.
Yeah.
Bengals.
Yeah.
So that means you're waiting for somebody in the actual game. I know that Bieniemy is probably the target for the Colts because that's the only team he's interviewed. Steve Spagnuolo.
Yeah, I don't think the Cardinals are necessarily waiting on somebody from one of the teams playing in the Super Bowl. I don't think that's the case.
Jonathan Gannon.
I mean, it's possible, but I don't think that's what's happening here.
We're not going to know nothing until next week.
Yeah, probably not.
I think it's safe to say that. Yeah.
Make sure you interview all the candidates that you can, which right now does not include, Bieniemy or anybody else that they might be looking at.
So Greg Williams used to play Greg Brady on the Brady Bunch. You can look it up. And then he has also more recently been quarterbacks coach for the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
Not so fast. He has left to go join the Packers. So now you don't have a cornerbacks coach.
Well, no big deal.
You're very chill about these things.
I don't see a big rush. We have until like June or something.
All right. I just say you're going to need one.
And by the way, that the staff that's in place now is probably not going to be the staff when they open up the new league season.
Yeah, I mean, whenever they hire the new head coach, the staff is absolutely going to shake up.
All right.
Might have a leftover or two.
Yeah. All right. Of course. So there's going to be another. It goes from coaching carousel to assistant or coordinator carousel.
I mean, it's traditional. A new head coach comes in, he brings in his staff. In the case of Cliff Kingsbury, that wasn't the case because they didn't trust him to do that.
So I remember in crazy country singer Terry Bradshaw. We went on there some podcast.
Country singer.
Well, yeah, he's a country singer.
You mean Super Bowl champion?
Country singer.
No,
Terry Bradshaw.
Super Bowl champion.
I didn't say he wasn't a Super Bowl winner. I also didn't say he's a man with any hair in his head. All I'm saying is crazy ass Terry Bradshaw.
All right.
Went on some podcast the other day.
Yeah.
And he started dishing dirt on Sean Payton and who he didn't want to play or he didn't want to coach or who he didn't want to work with.
Yeah.
And he says, well, he didn't go to the Cardinals because he didn't want to work with Kyler Murray. Didn't really want to work with Russ Wilson either, but I guess he stuck with him. So, Terry Bradshaw just running off there, just saying whatever he wants, as he does. God bless him.
Yeah.
National treasure.
Yeah.
And so then Sean Payton was on the Up and Adams with a girl. Her name is what's her name? Kay
Adams.
No, I think it's Brad. No, wait. Kay Up and Adams. Up and Adams is the show, but it's Kay.
Is it Up and Adams or Up and Adam?
I don't know. I can't remember her name. It's not important. Just some girl. Anyway, so Terry Bradshaw is talking to her, and he's like, "Hey, I gotta set the record straight here. I don't hate Kyler Murray," he says. He also called him extremely talented, and then he says, here's why Terry Bradshaw was jibber jabbering there about me. Is I think from Terry's perspective, I know he would have felt better if I was coming back to Fox, so there wasn't going to be anybody good enough in his eyes for me. Yeah, he was like, oh, well, he's not going there. Well, he's not going to go there. He's not going to do that. Because Terry Bradshaw just wanted Sean Payton to come back. That's Sean Payton's version of things. I don't believe you.
That sounds so contrived. I'm sorry.
Sound like Terry Bradshaw is kind of kicking rocks saying, you don't got to go there because that quarterback is stupid. You don't want to be there because you just get out of here, Sean Payton. I don't love you anymore. like Terry Bradshaw is just some kid crying as the family dog goes down the driveway to Born Free. Wasn't like that at all. You talk some crap sitting there in the Fox studios and didn't think Terry Bradshaw was going to ever repeat it. Duh.
So just say, all you had to say after that, by the way, is I don't think Terry Bradshaw fully understood what I meant, and move on. You don't have to come up with this whole story Terry actually wanted me back in Fox.
Sean Payton is gainfully employed, is he not?
Yes, he is. He does have
signed a new contract, right?
But he still has one more day of work with Fox, and that's the Super Bowl broadcast.
And so why do you think he has to set the record straight?
Well, because he's caught a lot of heat from people because they thought he said, I don't like Kyler Murray. I don't want to work with him. So he's caught in some flack.
And it's just something that you just don't do in the NFL, that especially if it's a player you're not coaching, you don't trash him, which is how it could be seen. So he's getting in front of it just to make sure there's no misunderstanding there.
The Bears fan says is Kay Adams. It's Kay Adams.
That's what I said. I
agree to disagree, because I don't think that's really the show is called Up and Adams, but I think it has to do with Adam's apples. So it's about men. It's about football playing men. So that's why they call it Up and Adams.
It says Kay Adams right there. So
I question the name of that show.
What is that?
Up in Adams?
No,
and.
The
and is very important there.
No.
Because
I thought I heard Up in Adams.
No.
What kind of adult-rated, X-rated show are we putting on here? And why is Sean Payton a part of this?
I'm sure there is a porn parody
Sean
of it.
Payton was Up in Adams.
No. Oh boy.
And here we go again.
The Bears fan says she's a looker and a fellow Bears fan, so have some respect, Jeffrey. Wait, is that the girl that talks like this? She has like she's been smoking a few packs.
No.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Who's that girl?
Fun with Dick and Jane. That's the old lady when Dick was the Walmart. Can I show you the milk? I'm lactose intolerant. Show me where the cigarettes are.
Wait. Who's the girl that was on the Good Morning Football first? Then she went on to something else.
She talks like this.
Does she have the smoker voice?
Not that I recall.
What Good Morning Football were you watching?
I got the girl on there used to be. They changed girls in the Good Morning Football, and the last one she did. She kind of had that voice. I seen her and stuff, and she
sounds like B. Arthur.
She's on just the verge of that sort of like 3 a.m. last call voice. You know what I'm saying? Dropping the Soap says, not sure if this is true or not, but I heard Leo's girlfriend, 10 years old sister, broke up with Kyler Murray because she's not into shorter guys. Okay, stop it. Dropping the Soap. Stop it. Hey, remember we were talking about Derek Carr yesterday?
Yes, I remember.
Well, he was back at the Saints facility today.
Round two.
Gotta mean something, right?
There's some mutual interest there.
They said that he shows up over there, and I don't know what time he got there, but he was there. Last night till 10:30 p.m. I don't know how long he was there today, but he got permission from the Saints. From the Raiders to meet with the Saints. So that is interesting. Second meeting. I wonder why.
Oh, he wasn't there working out. He was there. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I wasn't tracking.
$40.4 million. Guarantees. Do you think the Saints are trying to talk him out of some of that money? I mean, they don't care, right? I mean,
they don't care.
If
but
it's a trade, they care.
Yeah. I don't think they're trying to talk him out of the money because
restructure.
Because it's with the Raiders. They have to make that. The Raiders are saying if you're willing to pay the full compensation of it. Once the Saints actually get Derek Carr, if they want to do whatever restructuring, they can do that after the trade. And I'm pretty sure Derek Carr is not going to back off of the amount of money he's liable to make. But the Saints can put it, in places, maybe backload the contract or whatever.
Guaranteed, but restructured.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's going to be interesting to see what happens with Derek Carr. I mean, boy, he's just been this question mark since forever, hasn't he? Because you surround him with certain kinds of players, and you say, okay, are we blaming Derek Carr for this year? Are we going to blame Derek Carr for that year? How many years of Derek Carr can you blame on Derek Carr? Seems like a lot of his years got squandered by other people, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's a combination of both. I mean, there are definitely seasons where Derek Carr did not play up to his full potential. But there were also times when Derek Carr played up to his full potential and he either didn't have the right coach in place, didn't have, the weapons around. And last year was supposed to be the kind of, it's all coming together for the Raiders. We've got you a receiver that you like. The defense is finally stepping up, but there have been a whole bunch of injuries and stuff like that too. So I would say some of the blame would go on Derek Carr, but it's certainly not all of it.
Sounds like he needs a change of scenery. All right, let's see here. Randy's chuckle says, just a girl, Jeffrey? Perhaps that's why Hookem Hottie thinks Keon's a gentleman, and maybe why we lost FedFan. I didn't say she was just a girl. Did I say that?
I don't recall you saying that, but
DeBears fan says, yes, that is the gal who used to be on Good Morning Football. All right, yeah, you don't hear that in her voice?
No, I really don't.
Next time you hear her, you will. Trust me. Lost Toby says he made him some ribs. Ooh, and he sends a picture of the ribs. Them some fine looking ribs right there.
Oh.
That made me all kind of hungry for some dinner right now.
Very jealous all of a sudden.
Nice plate too. That's kind of cool looking plate. Hey, wait a second. Is that a restaurant plate? That looks like a restaurant plate.
Oh no.
If not, that's a very fancy plate. Wait a second. That looks like a hotel key card right next to it. What the hell's going on over there, Lost Toby?
Did he say that he made ribs or that he got ribs?
Made me some ribs. I am suspicious. I am suspicious of whether or not you made them ribs. But who cares? You got some sweet looking ribs there, man. Yeah, thank you, Keon.
I was trying to play
the hell was that?
The dun dun dun, and that's different duns.
That's why we let Randy do it.
Well, you left it up to me, so
no.
So apparently,
I had no say in any of
apparently
this.
our joke is a Law and Order joke now, and we're just gonna have to live with it. I'm sorry.
I find you guilty, Lost Toby. All right, listen, we got to take a break. When we come back, I'll hardly even scratch the surface of all the football stuff. And I have a stack of NFL quarterbacks that I want to talk about, but okay. When we come back, we have On This Date and Big George sports history and whatever the hell else we can cram into this thing. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Did you hear about Taco Bell's apology? Yeah, they apologized for going too far with their breakfast. Like the naked egg taco and chicken biscuit nachos? It was too much. All you need in the morning is tasty, simple food. Like the breakfast crunch wrap. Fluffy eggs, melty cheese, sausage, crispy hash browns, wrapped in a warm tortilla. Or, as some call it, a breakfast crunch thing. Grab one today, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell stores during breakfast hours only until 11 a.m. While supplies last. Contact local store for hours and participation which vary.
One trip down Scottsdale Road, and it's obvious. Snowbird season is here. You know what else is on Scottsdale Road? The absolute best restaurant to take your out-of-town friends and family to. Kasai Japanese Steakhouse. No one does it better than Kasai, where talented teppanyaki chefs create the food, the fire, and the fun of teppanyaki. Kasai Japanese Steakhouse is dinnertainment at its best, where a delicious 7-course meal is prepared right at your table with flair. It's a perfect choice for any occasion. Choose from over 50 different items and combinations of teppanyaki. Looking for great dining without a show? Well, Kasai offers an awesome selection of Asian-inspired dishes and tasty sushi. Happy hour deals daily till 6 p.m. and enjoy the outdoor dining on the heated patio. So whether you're here for the open, the big game, or just the great Arizona sunshine, don't just take your guests to dinner. Take them to Kasai Japanese Steakhouse for dinnertainment. Visit KasaiScottsdale.com. That's KASAI Scottsdale.com. Or call 480-607-1114.
No one else does what I do in diamonds. Hi, Diamond Dave Cantor, the only wholesale diamond dealer open to you by appointment. I import diamonds directly from cutters from around the world. We have the lowest overhead office of anyone in the diamond business. No one else with 4th generation connections, direct diamond importing, and design and manufacturing works directly with you except me.
No one else can do what Diamond Dave does. Call him today at 480-397-2450. Reach him on Instagram at Diamond Dave KANTOR.
Not going to the Super Bowl? We didn't think so. You can go to the best Super Bowl party ever. It's the Players Tailgate with host Chef Bobby Flay. Hang out with over 60 active NFL players and feast from over 10 celebrity chefs you see on TV. The Players Tailgate is rated the #1 event to attend 7 years in a row on Super Bowl Sunday. And you can get discounted tickets. Just go to the Fanatic website and click the link to save $75. Get to 1580thefanatic.com for all the details and save $75.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of a new Samsung laundry set with extra large capacity, serving up a powerful yet gentle clean in just 28 minutes, making this the sound of savings on the best appliance brands. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. Get up to 25% off select appliances, including Samsung. Ends March 1st. Pricing valid February 9th through March 1st, 2023. Gas Dry Extra, US only. See store online for details.
Your home for sports. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Today's Thursday, right? So that's what they told me. I want to make sure. On Saturday here on 1580 The Fanatic, you got GCU at Seattle U, 7:45 p.m. Kickoff. Even though it's basketball, there will be a kickoff. Kickoff at 7. It's a new thing they're trying. They just run out in the middle of the floor and they kick the hell out of the basketball. And if they can make a basket, then they get 20 points to start the game.
I see.
How amazing that. I just made that crap up. That's an amazing idea.
Why not?
Each team has a guy come out, kick the crap out of the basketball. If it goes in the basket, you start the game with 25 points. What do you think?
Great idea.
I think we missed the golden opportunity because Steve Nash could have done it.
What do you mean? He was a kicker?
He used to play soccer.
Oh, he was a big soccer guy. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm an innovator. I'm a thinker. I'm an idea man.
Yeah, you're visionary.
Yeah, I am. I really am. Anyway, so that's GCU at Seattle U, 7:45 p.m. And don't forget, we have all your Super Bowl coverage that you need, and then probably more than you need. Honestly, it's probably too much. We actually, let me just apologize.
Can there be too much Super Bowl coverage?
In case there's somebody out there who's like, oh my God, it's too much. I'm going to apologize.
Well, I mean,
I'm sorry for nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Here's what's happening here on the station at noon. Super Bowl preview show with Scott Graham, Mike Golick, and Kurt Warner. Then at 1 p.m., you got Scott Graham, Jason McCurdy, and Ian Rappaport with the Super Bowl Insider. Then you got the pregame show, the Super Sunday. Then the pregame show at 3 p.m. In the actual game broadcast. And then kickoff is probably 4:30 or so. So there you go. A full day of Super Bowl, as it should be.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm going over to my I'm going over to my my sister-in-law's house. We're gonna have ribs, and then I'm gonna come home and watch the game.
Nice. Oh, by the way, Lost Toby, he took another picture and says, "I'm at home." He says that's my work key card, and then he has a picture between first picture and this picture. He's eaten most of them, and
very good.
Here are the things I see. He's still at that plate is still rocking. That is a cool plate. That looks like a hotel plate. Anyway, he's got some Cheez-Its, some Gatorade, a Biden sticker, a pair of scissors. It looks like he's been making friendship bracelets over here. He's got some books on the bookshelf over there, a little teeny cactus and a plant. And I don't know. I can't see anything else. It's kind of blurry. It looks like he has a model of the White House back there somewhere.
Okay.
I don't know what that's all about.
Very good.
Thank you, Lodge Toby. Enjoy your food. 888-368-1580. Let's get this done. Let's get this out of the way. Let's do this right now. If you're ready, Keon, it's time now for On This Date in Big. Just want to make sure you're ready.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Georgia's sports history. Back in the year 1946, while coaching the Hardy High School basketball team in Alaska, Pittsburgh Pirates pitcher Preacher Rowe suffered a fractured skull as a result of hitting the floor during an altercation with a referee. 29-year-old left-handed pitcher who reported a month late to spring training suffered from headaches and dizzy spells, posted a 3-8 record with a 5.14 ERA before he's like, I think I need to be done for the season.
Wow.
Back to me. Yeah, so I guess that sort of stuff where you're fighting with refs and in high school weirdnesses, even back in 1946.
It's back when baseball was baseball.
It's kind of crazy.
You know, Angel Hernandez would do a better job if you could go back there and just beat his ass.
That would help.
You think that if you had a chance to go back in time and fracture Angel Hernandez's skull, he would be a better referee?
I didn't say that. I just said beat the ass out of him.
There's a whole lot of ass on Angel Hernandez.
Oh, well, listen.
It would take a couple of tries.
I mean, he'd call balls and strikes better, wouldn't he?
Would he?
I'd be like from the dugout, you better get more consistent.
Yeah, but then you start thinking you're threatening him, and he'll call them all in your favor. And then the other team's gonna be like, "Hey, that's not fair."
Well,
then they'll feel like they've got to run out and beat his ass.
Exactly.
And then he'll get his ass beat like 32 different times.
He will eventually, through just the sheer amount of pain, like a the electric shock they give mice in experiments. He will
flinch
learn
every pitch
to eventually
He already
make the right
He already
call.
does that.
He might even keep his eyes open when pitches are going past him. Which
Hey, you know that 80 for Brady movie? Anybody seen that? My wife
No.
wants to see that. I think I might take her to see that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she wants to see that, and I figure, well, it's football, so maybe it's about football.
Good luck.
No, I don't think it is about football.
I'm trying to talk myself into this. Anyway, well, it finished in second place at the box office.
Oh,
last
no
weekend.
kidding.
Yeah, made an entire $12.7 million.
That's the first
Well-
week, though, right?
I don't know what their budget was. If it wasn't, a huge budget.
Well, Tom Brady's in it.
Jane Fonda's in
Gronk is in it. Sally Field is in it. Rita Moreno's in it. Lily Tomlin's in it. Well, that right there, there's money there. Oh, Guy Fieri's in it. He don't come cheap.
Well, it depends, because if Tom Brady's one of the producers of the movie,
He
then
is.
You get a discount on that. It's not because
He always plays for less. He's a trooper.
Yeah, he's a
so
team
they can
player.
afford Sally
Yeah.
Fields. That's
Wow, but still, just $12.7 million.
It's the first week.
if the movie were like that great, it would be coming out in summertime. It's coming out in February. It's all right for a February movie.
I got to go watch this now. All right. Anyway,
Well, sit in the back and make out with your wife.
It was kind of weird making out with my wife and having to hear Gronk's voice in the background.
Well,
just be weird for me.
obviously,
Might be
and
great
he's-
for her, but weird for me.
Any scene that he's in, you just don't.
Of course, the number one movie only made 14.1 million, and that was Knock at the Cabin. Yeah, it's about this Airbnb experience gone very wrong. That's all I know.
Directed by M. Night Shyamalan. So
there you go. That's all you need.
Shenanigans.
That's all you need to know. So I guess Tom Brady, another thing, he's just getting weird in retirement. See, he's like 45, right? And I mean, is this all divorced people at 45 lose their minds? Like from 1 minute, he's playing football, he's a star quarterback, and the next minute he's sitting there getting a picture of himself in his underwear covering his junk. What the hell, Tom Brady? He's working a thirst trap out there, and it's like, well, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that to get girls, man. You don't need to show so much skin, Tom Brady. But he did. And then he made it weirder. He's sitting there in his underwear, taking a picture in the mirror, like the girls do. And he's like, hey, did I do it right? And he tags Edelman and Rob Gronkowski. Why do you want them to see your underwear picture, man?
I'm sure they've seen more.
It was weird.
Yeah, they've been in a locker room together.
And then somebody says, no, here's what it was. It was about his brand, the Brady brand. And he was like, say, hey, we get 40 likes on this. Well, I'll recreate these photos or something. Wow, nobody needs this. Nobody wants that, Tom. No, and then now I've had to see it.
Well, I mean, he clearly somebody out there will want it. It's not you, Randy, or me, but somebody out there will want that. Yes.
What did he cover his junk with?
Just his little hand. Just I don't know. It's weird.
Just his hand?
Yeah. I mean, no, he had underwear on, like little flesh-colored underwear.
So he was sitting in this picture covering his junk,
And he
wearing underwear.
He looked not right. You know what I'm saying? Have you seen the picture? He looked.
Yes.
His hair, the way he was just sitting there, his hair, he's like, he just didn't look right. Like
I have
something was
suspected
wrong.
the plastic surgery in Tom Brady for ages, and his face always looks like that to me now. I
Yeah.
don't know.
You suspected plastic surgery
It was just weird.
on Tom Brady?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of
Yes,
people.
this past season,
Really?
this past season in particular, his face has looked very different.
Oh my God.
Not over time, but like the last couple of seasons, it's been what is happening to your face, man?
You know what makes this weirder is he took that picture and posted at 10 a.m. on Monday.
Well, he's retired
He's
now.
retired.
Just why?
When else is he supposed to post the picture? At 11 p.m.?
How about the 10th of never? Can we just not? I don't need.
Well,
What?
he's
Just
not consulting.
maybe just Be a guy. Just be a guy for a while. Don't be weird. Just don't make it weird. Why do you gotta make it weird, Tom Brady? He's making it weird.
He's got nothing else to do.
Tom Brady has open mouth kissed his child and his dad.
Yeah, that's a good point.
What do you mean? Don't make it weird.
Oh
my
God,
he's weird.
Yeah, he's weird.
What do you mean he open mouth kissed his dad?
Yeah,
what is that all about?
That is there's a picture of
I don't
Tom Brady.
want to see that either. I didn't want to see the underwear picture. I didn't want to see the kiss. He's
I'm
kissing
just saying
Bob Kraft that way.
That's also good point. Good point.
Tom Brady.
I'm afraid to push the soundboard here.
We just shake hands.
Point is,
can we just shake hands, Tom? I don't want to open mouth kiss. That's why I don't ever want to interview him. What if he tries to open mouth kiss me? I'll be like, whoa, easy, And it's kind of like Jill Biden. And she went in there and Kamala Harris's husband. I think they were trying to do the kiss in the cheek, and they both went the wrong way. And they were like, "Oh, Jesus!"
Wow.
They tried like nothing happened. And they kept moving. Everybody was like, "Oh, did you see that?" That dude just got a mouth of Werther's Originals right there. It wasn't like open mouth or nothing, people, but still, that was just whoa. Yeah, that State of the Union was hilarious. Hookem Hottie says, this is for Keon, this just in, Texas and OU have reached an agreement to leave the Big 12 early for the SEC.
Uh-oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
And now the problems really start. It's scary over there.
So you're going into a tougher field then, huh?
Yep.
So the Arch Manning, you think he'll hang in there? Or do you think he'll go?
No, he's going to hang in there.
Transfer portal.
Yeah, I mean it's about it's about the coach. It's about the tradition of the school, and the fact that they're bringing that to the SEC means there's going to probably be more eyeballs on him, more eyeballs on the brand. No, I think Arch Manning's sticking around.
All right, just saying, because it's going to be uphill battle now, isn't it? It's going to be harder for him to be a great on the football field if it's tougher competition.
I mean, it will, but that's I think that the both Texas and Oklahoma have done an incredible job over the last couple of years recruiting for this exact purpose, to try and get good enough and get deep enough to take on an SEC schedule, because they've been able to play and hang with SEC schools before, but now can you do it on a weekly basis? That's the tough part.
Well, good luck, because we don't have the same kind of problems in the Pac-12. Our problem is just trying to find somebody who'll join it. ASU's not going anywhere. So Greg Olson is sitting there. He's looking. Tom Brady, that's great, because as soon as Tom Brady shows up, Greg Olson gets demoted. But I don't think they're going to cut his pay or nothing, or they're going to just fire the guy. Greg Olson has done all right. Everybody's worried about him, but you don't got to worry about him for this next season, because Tom Brady's not coming into the broadcast booth until fall of next year. So there's a full season between now and the time that Tom Brady works for Fox.
Fall of 24.
Right. So Greg Olson's got another year to show everybody how good he is. I'm curious about when his contract ends. I wonder if they will send him down the driveway or not. But I feel like he's done a pretty good job, right?
I like him. I think he's solid, and I think him and Burkhardt do well together.
Kiss the Cook says National Pizza Day. Woo! You want to pizza me? No. We don't want to pizza you.
No. Yeah, we don't do that here.
And I can't pizza you either. I don't have anything to give away right now. Or
we don't do that here.
Well, no piece of you, Kiss the Cook. No, he's getting weird lately.
Yeah.
Him and Tom Brady. Have you been hanging out with Tom Brady, Kiss the Cook? Because you're getting weird lately. And all the times I've had traffic pull over off the side of the road to help you get somewhere, I'm starting to regret that a little bit. You better shape up and fly right, Kiss the Cook.
Better tighten up.
That's right. Should we spin the wheel or something?
We can.
Well, let's spin the wheel and see what we talk about. I just don't want to talk all this football stuff I've got, because we're just running out of time. We can talk about this crap tomorrow. But you have a lot of football to talk about tomorrow because of the Super Bowl. So spin the wheel. Let's see what we do next. Randomly chosen. Ooh. I had a lot of caffeine. I'm kind of coming down. Seeing the spin on the wheel. I'm a little woozy.
Woozy.
This is ridiculous. Kobe Bryant jersey from his MVP season has sold. It's signed for $5.8 million.
That is a lot of money.
Holy crap.
Wow.
Seriously. $5.8 million. It was sold through Sotheby's. It's a record for any Bryant item that has ever been sold. And it's now just the second most expensive jersey ever sold. But again, how does is this holding its value? I mean, at some point, all this stuff over the last couple of years, you've really seen memorabilia just lurch right up to like astounding levels. I would never do this. I would never invest in this because it's going back down, guys.
Don't you think that this one will hold its value because it's his last game jersey?
I think you're going to see a collective, I don't know about plummet, but slide on all the memorabilia out there. We're going into, maybe it's not a recession. Janet Yelchin was just saying, yeah, it's not a recession when employment goes up. So it's a slump. We'll say it's a financial slump or something, but the housing market's getting ready to crash. All this stuff is happening.
Yeah, the thing is employment goes up, but it doesn't matter because inflation. So like it is still a recession. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, whatever the case, I just can't see this crazy memorabilia market continuing on like this. But what the hell do I know? Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but 5.8, damn. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. I guess it's our Super Bowl preview show. 15/8 Fanatic.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief.